Good morning, you beautiful people, and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. It is a fresh new Monday. Let's do it, man.
I'm very excited about today. Can I tell you why, Gray?
Yeah, tell me.
I just got to do it. I got to
do it, man.
Look
Rub
at
the
you.
microphone. You talk about fresh and you talk about new. The only thing is, I think people think that there's something wrong. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everyone else around me is fine. I'm not doing it in solidarity with anyone. Well, we made a deal, then he didn't do it.
No.
But my wife absolutely loves it, and it's weird. Every season I do it to just maybe exorcise the demons, just release something, and it's amazing.
Go first.
Exactly. He's sneaky and he's small. No, I do it every year, and it's amazing what it does. There's something in the notion of our hair and just making a conscious choice to release something.
No, I want to do it,
beautiful,
man.
You should.
Carissa, are you in?
I will help you. I'm quite handy with the clippers. Hey,
At one point in my life, I did think I want to do it, but then I just miss having like face framing pieces.
Just hair in general. I know.
But there are wigs, there are options.
100%. No, I've got potentially a role coming up where I'll have to wear rigs, so we're kind of testing things out. But I also forget, and I give myself frights when I look in the mirror. So it's okay if you get a surprise every time you turn on your TV. And I'm glad you are here for it because it's a great way to start the week.
Yes. Listen, this weekend was a lot. I'm feeling just a little bit fragile and tired today. I was out in Pretoria at a beautiful music festival, and it was incredible. You guys had good weekends?
Yeah, lovely.
Mine was a 10. Where
lovely
was yours?
weekend. No, mine was a 10 as well, because I managed to chill a little bit as much as parents can chill, because we had, sleepovers and friends and this kind of thing. So it's facilitation.
I like that too.
But otherwise, very, very cool, very relaxed, which was nice as well. It was beautiful weather weekend down in Cape Town, man.
Exquisite, man. Absolutely beautiful. I got to spend the weekend with Zanele working on the Cape Derby for SABC Sports. Oh, she is so gifted. Just young, gifted, intelligent, beautiful, absolutely amazing. So I had the time of my life working with her. And I think, watch that space. I think we're going to do a lot more of that sort of stuff as these lifestyle sporting events kind of generate, work their way onto S3. We love it, man. Absolutely cool.
I'm here for it. Well, we also want to start this conversation with you this morning, Expresso fam, and it's all around sports, baby. So, yeah, we got to get into exactly which sports you guys did growing up.
Let's quickly take a look at our social media question for you this morning, so we can get some feedback from you guys. If we throw it up on the board there, you'll be able to see, but it really is all about sport. Sport has the power to change lives. We know this, so we want to know from you, what sport did you engage in that made you a better person? There we are. Which sport helped you stay on track or feel part of something bigger? Dude, what about you, man?
It was, as much as I wasn't the most gifted rugby player, I was surrounded by amazing mates and players throughout school, and I got so much out of it. And I think of the core group of mates that I still have now, most of them probably stem from that team sports space. So for me, it was that notion of like and especially in those teams where we might not have been the best, we might have been punching way above our weight class, but the team and the way we gelled together and how we played for each other were probably the biggest life lessons learned. And you think that's how this show works. This is how TV works.
Exactly.
Is the collective is so much more important than the sum of the parts.
For sure, man.
For me, 100%.
Teaches you a lot, man. I mean, similar. I was in the B team for rugby. We never won a match, but it was the best time in my life. But I was an avid swimmer, and a lot of discipline. That's what it taught me. It taught me to be, or to get comfortable in uncomfortable situations where you're pushing your body and you see what you're able to do, pitching up on time for training sessions. So it really laid a very good foundation. Putting on a Speedo, the everything, the silicone caps, and So really, we want to know from you, what sport helped you stay on track? And also, this is an opportunity maybe for you to brag a little bit of how good you were at a particular sport out there and what it did for you in your life. Please connect with us. You can send us your voice notes, 063-408-8863. We'd love to get in touch with you.
Right now, though, we can do a little bragging about our sporting achievements, and that's after catching up on the news.
Well, it's just gone 4 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's head into your national news headlines first. Now, we start off talking about electricity, of course. Now, Minister of Electricity, Kgosientsho Ramokgopa, assured South Africans that the current load shedding is temporary and not permanent. Speaking in Pretoria after Eskom's announcement of load shedding due to power unit trips, he emphasized that the country should be out of this very difficult situation by the end of the week. Now, Ramokgopa explained that Eskom lost 3,000 megawatts on Saturday, leading to stage 3 load shedding, which escalated to stage 6 after yet another incident. He attributed the issue to technical problems and expressed confidence in resolving it. Now, in other national news, Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane, in his State of the Province address, said the gloomy global economy has structural and geopolitical impacts on the province's economic trajectory. He noted the current economic growth rate of 2.1% below the 2.8% target for 2025, but expressed plans to boost employment to 2.4 million by 2030. He also discussed initiatives to support over 600,000 people through public employment programs. Now, Mabuyane emphasized the development of both Hamburg and Mbizane harbors, with 10 million rand allocated to small-scale fishers to grow the ocean's economy. Now let's take a look at your international news-making headlines, where Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi announced plans to launch a unity government amid rising domestic pressure over his handling of Rwanda-backed M23 rebels in eastern provinces. Now, the rebels' capture of strategic regions and mineral deposits has sparked fear of a wider conflict. Tshisekedi urged unity within his ruling coalition, emphasizing the need to stand together. Now, his spokesperson, Tina Salama, confirmed the formation of a national unity government and changes in leadership. Meanwhile, the UN Secretary Council called for an immediate ceasefire from M23 and Rwanda's withdrawal from DRC territory. Meanwhile, Pope Francis remains in critical condition but has not experienced further respiratory issues, the Vatican said yesterday. Now, he continues to receive high-flow oxygen therapy, of course, and has undergone blood transfusions too. Tests reveal mild renal insufficiency, which is currently under control. Despite his condition, the Pope remains alert and well-orientated. He was admitted to Rome's Gemelli Hospital on the 14th of February after days of breathing difficulties. Now, initially treated for bronchitis, doctors later diagnosed pneumonia in both lungs. And we close off with this story where South Africa's mega lekker escape left Australian and New Zealand visitors in awe as they explore the country's breathtaking landscapes as well as the hidden gems. From thrilling game drives at Rhino Ridge, where rhinos roam freely, to the unforgettable crunch of a leopard devouring its prey, every moment was pure magic. Now, the journey ended in grand style at the Palace of the Lost City out in Sun City, showcasing South Africa's world-class hospitality. The journey, of course, ended in great style, and South Africa's tourism Daryl Erasmus highlighted the event's goal, which is revealing South Africa's diversity beyond iconic destinations. And as the nation gears up to host the G20 summit, this adventure proved there's simply no place on earth like our Mzansi, South Africa. By any name, it is just as good. And that is where we leave your first bit of news for this morning. Let's delve into just a little bit of sports. Here's Graham with the latest.
Thank you so much, Carissa. A lot to get through, a very, very busy weekend. Let's start with the English Premier League and, of course, Liverpool tightening their grip at the top of the table. And, of course, that title race with a 2-0 victory over Manchester City in the Premier game of the weekend. Mohamed Salah did what he's been doing all season, scoring the opener and then assisting Dominic Szoboszlai as Arne Slot's side now move 11 points clear at the top of the table with 64 points from 27 matches. Liverpool now ahead of Arsenal, while City's fading title hopes leave them fourth in that Champions League battle at least. Then we turn to cricket. Virat Kohli's unbeaten 100 guided India to a 6-wicket win over Pakistan, chasing 242 with 45 balls left to spare in their encounter yesterday. So the victory moves India closer to the semi-finals of the Champions Trophy with their 2 wins under the belt now, while defending champions Pakistan, they remain winless in the competition after their previous loss to India at home. Now rely on some other results, or rather to New Zealand at home. Now are going to have to rely on the other team's results to get them across the line. Now we can turn to international rugby, and we were treated to a brilliant European showcase. France stepping up. Captain Antoine Dupont inspired France to a dominant, get the 73-24 point victory over Italy, scoring twice as Les Bleus ran in 11 tries in Rome. Then Leo Bar, he bagged a brace, while Thomas Ramos, he added 8 conversions as well. And elsewhere, Ireland, they defeated Wales 27-18 in a bruising affair. And then England just edged out Scotland 16-15 in intense encounter. And then finally, we turn on to tennis, and Russian 17-year-old superstar in the making, Mira Andreeva. She became the youngest ever WTA 1000 champion, defeating Clara Tauson 7-6. That was 7-1 on the tiebreak, 6-1 in the Dubai final. So Andreeva's stunning run included wins over Grand Slam champions on her route to that final, including Iga Swiatek, definitely the form player on the planet. The triumph also secures her a top 10 debut as well, with the rising star set to climb to number 9 on the world ranking. So a phenomenal outing. Well done. And that's where we leave our sporting highlights. But just for now, we'll delve a little deeper over the next hour. Right now, let's get you prepped for the day and the new week with the weather.
Thank you so much, G. Let's quickly take a look at your weather before we get there. Let's get into some weather news. First and foremost, the South African Weather Service aviation website is now back online after a cyber attack was restored on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Weather Service has now warned as well of severe thunderstorms in Limpopo and the northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal, and windy conditions between Lambert's Bay and also Cape Point for today. Extremely high fire dangers conditions persist over the northern parts of the Northern Cape. And in the Western Cape, Sandparks has deployed over 50 ground crews and air support in tackling a fire in the Table Mountain National Park, urging hikers to avoid the area. It is glowing this morning as we made our way into work. We're wishing our firefighters all the best. Please be safe out there. That is your weather news. Before we get into your temperatures for the first time on your Monday, let's quickly take a look at a beautiful sunrise view of the hour. This one was sent in by Karen, and listen, it is stunning all the way from KZN, where you can expect a 28-degree maximum today. But I mean, look at that, a palm tree in the forefront, all the different colors in the sky. That is just showing off. Karen, thank you very much for taking the time to send a picture to us. We really do appreciate it. That is one way to wake up for sure. You can't help but feel good. Remember, we do want to see the rest of your pictures as well, where you wake up, what your part of the world looks like. You can send them to our WhatsApp line 0634088863. Send them in, and we can feature them right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And with that, here's a look at your temperatures for the first time this morning.
Well, now that we've got all the official duties out the way, let me tell you what we're serving up hot on the plate this morning, Expresso fam. We're going to be heading into the kitchen for something absolutely delicious. This has been a staple in my household. It is quick and easy, hot and crispy falafels. And we're going to show you exactly how to make it and what to serve it with. And then not only that, speaking about serving, we've got incredible young talent in studio with us from Bergfleet Primary. Now, these are the top student athletes, and they're going to be sharing their journeys with us. So just brace yourselves for some really good things to delve right into. It comes your way straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we get very excited about a brand new week, but I think more importantly about the long-term future. Why? Because on a Monday we cast a spotlight on incredible young talent and the mentors helping that young talent realize their potential. And this morning we're sending a massive shout out to Berg Fleet Primary School that are doing very big things because they've got some big spirits, some future big stars in the mix there. And this morning we're going to introduce you to two standout student athletes. Jamie Else, who is a long-distance swimmer with South African colours, but using her passion and her purpose to do a lot, raising funds to spread a lot of positive energy into the world, which we love. And then Tahir Collier, a talented first-team cricket captain who is making his mark. I think there are a couple of university players and coaches that would have spotted him in the Marty Super League, and he is here along with, I would imagine, someone who is shining with pride right now, the head of sports, Richard Kincaid Weeks, to discuss their incredible journeys that have barely even begun. Let's be honest, guys. So good to have you here. Jamie, I'm going to start with you and say congratulations on what you've achieved. You must absolutely love what you do. Is that it? Or do you have a parent cracking the whip, a head of sports driving you? Where does the passion come from? Because clearly you are passionate.
The passion probably comes from myself because I've always wanted to swim.
How does it feel when you're out there? Because long distance is a different beast. There must be moments when you are, and it's all you. You've just got, or either your coach's voice still stuck in your head, but generally it's your self-talk, it's you talking to you. Why do you love swimming and the long distance so much? Because I'm just so good at it. I love that. And I love the fact that you're doing amazing things. And I'll chat to you in a moment about the raising of money and funds and what you've been doing in that space. But I'm going to connect with you as well now to hear. And obviously, massive kudos. Captaining aside is a different kind of pressure. You've still got to perform, though. What do you love about cricket? Why is this your passion, man?
I just love the sport. It's... I just love it.
And being captain, do you not find that's a lot of pressure then? That you're not just leading the guys, but it's also, I would imagine, a lot of the time you got to be delivering on the field as well. How do you find that kind of pressure?
It's very it's a lot. You have to be able to handle it, and you have to set goals for yourself and time management.
I love that. You're ticking every box that every professional sportsman ticks when they sit on this couch. And it's vital that they start getting that into their system now, this understanding of what sport can give you. When you see the youngsters that are in your ecosystem performing like this, how does that make you feel? Because I would imagine you don't do it just for the achievements, for the medals, for the colours. You have a passion driving you as well.
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing is obviously being passionate about sport is about giving what knowledge I have to young children, and hopefully they can grow into something that I never did, unfortunately. But just to see Jamie and Tahir and what they've accomplished in their sports, I mean, Jamie's swimming has come in leaps and bounds in just the year I've seen her. Same with Tahir's cricket. I mean, the passion he has, the goals he set himself. I mean, being captain, before every game we say, right, captain must now chat to the team, and he's got that team under control. He's got the goal set, and I think the passion, the drive that they both have is going to see them travel far in life.
And we see it with sportsmen. I'm old enough to see the Cheslin Colbys start out and then achieve these amazing things. And it starts like this, with the passion and the purpose. If you're going to swim 110 kilometers in 10 days, clearly there is a lot of passion there. What motivated that? Why did you want to get into the pool to raise funds like that?
To help other people to become swimmers who can't.
I love that. I love the fact that you're spreading the word, because there's going to be a lot of kids watching you right now that want to emulate what you're doing, that are looking for that spark, that's something to light their fire. And I love the fact that you're focused on other people. What's the goal then? If we're rocking the Marty Super League, if we can see the future, the trajectory for us, is it just the cricket? Is that your passion? Or can you see another future emerging around you? I'm going to be putting even more pressure on you now. Where would you want to take this passion of yours?
Probably professional. I'll try to be professional and just to have fun.
I love that. You tick those two boxes, so you'll be fine. And funnily enough, that's exactly what professional cricketers say to me. I would imagine there are a lot of achievements on the list of what you would like to conquer. What would you like to do in the sporting space? Now that you've got your colours, where do you want to take this? Are there other sporting disciplines you want to push into?
Probably to go to the Olympics one day.
Say, I will go to the Olympics one day.
I will go to the Olympics one day.
And there it's on camera, and it will happen because that's how this algorithm works. What's the key? How do you unlock potential in kids that are this young? As much as they're taking on board the pressure, how do you help them achieve this at this age? What's the secret, man?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is spotting it early on, spotting the talent early on, and helping with the parents and their personal coaches just nurture that talent.
Takes a village,
Where I can spot, okay, in this area, Jamie's got strength here, and then just building to that, talking to it. I think talking into is a big thing. Once it's as you said, once it's out there, once there's a goal on mind, and you talk into it, it's going to become a lot easier. It's such a niche market, as we said earlier, but if you're not going to set those goals for yourself, and as a coach, I'm not going to hold them higher than the next person, and push them harder, then they're not going to reach that goal.
For sure.
And I think with their passion and their dedication, I think they've got a good chance of, as Jamie says, going to the Olympics, especially with her swimming. She works really hard.
She's special,
and it's not from me, it's not from her mom, it's not from her auntie, uncle, whoever. She pushes herself. Same with say, he puts a lot of pressure on himself. If he doesn't perform on a Saturday, then it's him he's let down.
He's his fiercest critic, yeah.
So I think with their drive and their dedication and their passion and commitment to what their sports they do, I do think they could manage to go quite far.
And he's seen some of the best do that, and I've certainly seen some of the best do exactly that. And I'll highlight one thing, and this is for the people at home and to the two of you. You know, the one word we haven't used once this morning has been talent. We've spoken about passion, we've spoken about purpose, we've spoken about the commitment. The talent is there, but that's not what you're resting on. It's everything else, which is amazing. So kudos to you. Magic in the water, clearly, at Burfleet Primary. I love the fact that we have an opportunity to see young sporting stars achieve, yes, on the sporting field, but it's the spaces around that ecosystem that is so amazing to me. And that is the most important part of South African culture. That's the reason why we love our sport so much. And it's because of beautiful, young, very young human beings like you. I'm going to still classify you as young. But well done to all of the Burfleet Primary that are watching right now. You guys are superstars.
Oh, I love it. The talent in here is too much. And also that winning spirit, which is what I want to pass on to you this morning, Expresso fam, because I want you to start your Monday morning by playing Daily Lotto. But listen to this, 500,000 Rand in total estimated cost today. And of course, that will get you in on a big payday before your payday. Can you imagine? Buy your tickets now in store. There is the website nationallottery.co.za. Of course, there's the mobile app. There is cell phone banking. Or you could simply just dial *120 *7529#, and that is for all your USSD. Now, all these details, as per usual, are available at Expresso Show. You can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, and get yourself in the running to play Daily Lotto and win big. Your payday could just be today, so all you have to do is panda, push up, play right now.
Get those tickets. Start your week off on a good note. It might just be you. We're going to take a very quick break on your Monday morning right here on Expresso. When we come back, we have a very important update for you in terms of the ICC Champions Trophy for 2025. Lorenzo Durry's in the house, and he's got a lot to talk about. Lots of excitement around that. And then we're going to help you start your Monday off on the right note with one of, well, what Carissa said earlier on her favorites. Quick and easy falafels. There's lots happening in the kitchen. We're going to sort you out with some epic recipes going into your week. So you don't need to plan too much. We've got you. We've got you. We'll see you after the break.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
ABSA, official banking partner of the Premier League.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I think we're all trying to take stock after a crazy busy weekend. And while, yes, we love a focus on youth sports, and I think that's the most important element of the game, we do have to check up on what the big guns have been doing at the top tier. And, of course, the Champions Trophy has not disappointed. Cricket returning to Pakistan in quite a historic moment. Not so much for Pakistan, who got well beaten by India. And, of course, Ryan Rickleton just doing the most. A century helping the Proteas beat Afghanistan in their opener. We need to understand what this all means in the scope of the tournament.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, Lorenzo Doris. Have you slept, dude?
Yeah, I've tried to because it was rugby, cricket, football all day, banter from friends because United almost lost, me going crazy in Simonstown because I was like, where's the 2 goals that we need? And then they found it, and they were like, okay, cool, this man can leave now, please.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
So we won't even get into the Sevens rugby, of course. The Blitzboks going down to Argentina in the final. Heartbreaking stuff. Let's focus on the positive. Let's focus, first of all, on Ryan Rickleton. I was asking you, I've asked you a few times what button has been pushed on this young man. His century helping South Africa just lay claim to this Champions Trophy.
Yes.
What is happening within this young man's mind? Because that seems to be the big shift here. He's always had the talent, but the belief is on another level at the moment.
On a different level at the moment. This man is playing. If you look at, he's literally just taken what happened in the SA20 and he's now plugged and played it into the Protea squad for this ODI.
It's called form, and it's a beautiful
or for
thing.
the Champions
yeah.
Trophy. The form that he's running with. I feel like Robbie P, we are not giving him enough praise as a coach at SA20, as well as the structures at with Mike Cape Town that helped him to just play that free-flowing game, because he looks so much more comfortable now. He's not nervous. He's not pushing back on anything. There are some times I get a little bit frustrated with the defensive shots that we could see go for 4s, maybe a few cover drives that he could just take the chance. But I see where he's coming from. He doesn't want to throw his wicket away cheaply. And, you know, being an opening batter, you need to put on the runs.
You've got to respect that wicket as well, though. Yeah, you've got to be able to fire when you need to, but also very ably supported in this case by a bowling attack that was pretty clinical. If you want to stake your claim in a tournament where there's some big guns playing, you want to show that you've got every element shored up. And for the rest of the team to be able to express themselves, your bowlers need to be on point, and they were.
Yeah, Kagiso Rabada, not just bowling, but getting a run out as well. Lungi and Gidi coming in there, Keshav Maharaj. Mulder taking a wicket or 2 as well. So KG being the chief destroyer, you know, on the day. And I like the fact that he's able to get three wickets. Then Lungi comes in and gets 2 wickets. Vian puts in 2 wickets. And then you've got, you know, your spinners coming in and taking a few as well. But we also need to be cognizant of the fielding positions that Temba Bavuma has placed out there. And he's been doing quite well as a captain as well, leading from the front.
For sure.
Getting a 50. Come on.
I was going to say, you do get those magical moments where everything just clicks in the right place. But it comes after a lot of hard work. And I'm glad that you've mentioned SA20, because these tournaments were developed to play players into form, to be able to make these difficult decisions a little bit easier by knowing. So I love that. Can we take a moment? Virat Kohli is one of my favorite players, undoubtedly, because he is one of those that will deliver, will captain, will take one for the team. He is, but confidence through the roof. And he came to spoil Pakistan's party.
Yeah, he came. He wasn't arrogant, so that's what I like. I don't like seeing arrogant Virat Kohli, but I like seeing confident Virat Kohli at a piece, and he was absolutely amazing. He is now the quickest to 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 and 14,000 runs.
Will he get to, where was Tendulkar, 18,000?
So he's at 14, Tendulkar's at 18,000. I don't know
if anyone
he can.
ever get
I don't think so. I do not think so, but, you know, kudos to him for getting to those 14,000 runs in under 300 matches. And I think, you know, it's a bit unfair that we're seeing India playing in Dubai. We have to mention this. I don't like seeing politics in sports. We do know the socioeconomic circumstances between Pakistan and India. It's a bit of a strange one.
It's political.
It's very political. And with Jay Shah being at the top of the ICC as well, we were never going to see India go into Pakistan because it's going to be dangerous for both teams. What was not nice to see, though, is the fact that being in Dubai, it looked like India were playing a home game.
You
So
see.
that is the other thing that it sits with,
the
because
trade-off,
Pakistan
yeah.
should be feeling that home host vibe at the moment, but they look lost, and I
And
felt
maybe
for
because
them.
the moment hasn't arrived yet. We aren't playing on home soil
Yes,
in
we're not.
Pakistan just yet, so clearly a lot more work has to be done. That being said,
Yes.
they've still got to get a job done out in the
Yeah.
field. Where do Pakistan sit right now? Do they need other teams to lose
Yes.
horribly for them to be able to make it through? How do they
Yeah,
get in?
it's a bit of a tough one for them at the moment. They've lost to New Zealand and now to India, and they've only got 4 teams within that group. They've got Bangladesh. Maybe they could get the win over Bangladesh, but I feel Bangladesh might be smelling some blood at the moment and saying, hey, we can take down the Pakistani team. It's going to be tough for them. A lot of fans coming out on socials and saying it's the top brass that need to fall. It's not the team at fault. So it's going to be a tough one for them. I don't see them making it past the group stages and into the semi-final. I just cannot see them doing it with New Zealand and India being this great.
Is this ours?
This has to be ours since 1998. I think that this is one of the strongest Proteas teams. If we look at that net run rate of 2.4, if we can keep on doing that, if we can take down Australia come this week, then it's ours to go all the way.
AG, come on, lad, come on. No, some standout performances across the board, and I'm glad you mentioned Temba's standout leading from the front performance as well. It's all going down. We would have loved to have seen that match happen in Pakistan, but that not there yet. But still some amazing cricket being played. My brother, thank you so much.
A pleasure.
Just like that, we're back in the kitchen to make something absolutely delicious. Now, in case you didn't know, I was pescatarian for a couple of years, so the recipe today is something I'm quite familiar with. It is satisfying, it is crunchy, it's got bold flavors, and something you definitely want to add to your recipe repertoire. And I'm talking about falafels, something that you could either eat with hummus or even a salad in a pita. It's going to be super simple to make, and we've got the greatest chef in the building. Chef Faith is here to kind of lead us through this meat-free Monday option. Chef, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. You guys know I love it here.
I love you being here because we're going to get into something so good.
Yes.
But protein-packed because we've got the chickpeas,
Yes.
some fiber as well.
Yes.
All right, where do we begin?
Okay, so we're going to start this side. So you're going to be this
I'll
side.
be this side.
As my sous chef.
Yes, I'm happy to be.
Okay, so this is a really, really quick and easy recipe.
Okay.
Right? Flavor, 100. So you're going to take this, your chickpeas.
Okay, I'm putting it in.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
So everything is going to go in here, basically.
I love
right?
this.
You're going to add that.
Evenly.
And then a bit of your onions. We love a
Ooh,
good
we're gonna
onion
stuff
for some
this.
flavor.
Okay.
Yes. Shouldn't add too much.
Okay, there we go.
Then a bit of your parsley.
Oh, I love that.
right?
Some freshness.
Yes. And then some baking powder. There we go. And then for obviously season,
I got some
salt and pepper.
going.
Yeah. And then
How we do it all because
so let me help you also. So you add a bit of coriander, some cumin.
Oh, lovely.
Right?
Yeah, they're
and
the
then
bold flavors.
a bit of garlic. I love garlic, so I'm gonna add all of it.
Add it in, add it
All
in.
of it, all
There's
of
no
it.
such thing as too much garlic.
No, I literally add a lot all the time.
Okay, so the flour we don't add now.
No, we don't add
Oil
it.
we don't add now.
No.
Okay.
So with the flour, you basically use it. This is like our extra ingredient in case it's too wet.
Okay, well, let's see.
Yeah. And we don't want it to be too much because we
Okay.
want it a bit chunky also.
Right, so we don't
I
want to
think-
blend it.
No, not too much.
Just pulse it a
We
bit.
still want the crunchness, so that is fine.
Is this fine?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Okay, maybe 5 more minutes. Just a bit more. There we go. So now what we're gonna do is, this
Beautiful.
is yours here,
Okay.
Twinny. Now we're gonna scoop it out, right? And we're gonna do a bit of bollikies. But before
Okay.
that, because it's gonna be a bit too sticky, pro tip, you just take a bit of your flour.
Lovely.
You base
My rings off.
your, okay, we'll clean it after. It's a good mess.
There we go.
Yeah.
I love getting messy in the kitchen.
Yeah,
though.
I also
think
love
it's
it.
important.
So now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna turn that into bollikies. And while you're doing that, just make sure that your pan is on.
Pan is
and
on,
you've
it's
added
getting
your
warmier.
oil, right?
Definitely.
So as you can feel, this is still a bit too wet, right?
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our breadcrumbs. I
It's on
love
top.
breadcrumbs.
Me too. I love something crunchy. It
Yeah.
is so satisfying. It makes you feel like you're not missing out on anything, even though there's no meat in
Exactly.
this recipe.
Can you see how quick this is? You can do it
Honestly,
with your kids. You
I
can
love
do
that.
it with literally. This can be playtime.
I
for you
love,
guys.
because it does get very messy.
Yeah.
Okay. let's
So
wipe
then you
that
just
off.
place this in your pan for 2 to 3 minutes. right?
Okay, let's go.
Let's place it. There we go.
Lovely.
And once that is done, if you want it to be a bit crunchy, you just put it in the oven.
Oh,
and
I
then
like
you're
that.
done. That
Because
is
you can.
it.
You could air fry this for something healthier.
Yeah.
You could also oven bake it.
Yes.
I've also heard that you can make the recipe beforehand and then you could freeze it.
Yes, you
And
can.
that's convenient.
Yeah, because then it won't be too wet also.
Right.
Yeah, so it can work out nicely for you.
Let's try
But I
this
love this. I can't wait
again.
to taste it. Oh my
Same.
goodness.
How would you usually serve it with? Like what sort of size would you have?
You know what? With this, I would literally just have a dip on the side. So I will have like maybe mix a bit of my mayo with some sweet chili.
Oh, lovely.
And just dip it, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
It's literally like a quick bite.
Yes, a
You know,
quick
when you
snack
are
for you.
sitting with your friends or you're having like a party or anything, you know? Just
Nice.
to like nibble.
It's definitely impressive as well. They'll be like, you made this from scratch?
Exactly.
Yes, I did.
And they won't even know that it took you, what, 2 minutes?
Literally minutes. Well,
This-
Expresso fam, you can find this recipe, the ingredient list, and all the goodness on expressoshow.com. Something really easy that you could add to your meat-free Mondays. Look at the golden
Look at
crisp
that.
on that.
Look at that.
Wow.
You don't even, you see with this one, you won't even have to add, like put it in the oven. Because
Yeah.
it already looks so golden, so crunchy.
It smells good too.
Amazing, amazing.
Wow. Oh, I love this. Okay, let me
Yes.
try to do one more.
Okay.
This is really easy, chef.
Very easy.
There's one thing about me and cooking. Please make it simple, make it easy.
No, also, no, who wants to sit in the kitchen for too long?
Nobody.
We love cooking, but we don't want to sit in the kitchen the whole day.
Yes.
So these are the recipes that you can literally make and just do other things. So,
Okay.
see how we're tossing around.
They're kind of like little patties.
They are.
You could even probably put this in like a bun and have it as a burger.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. For
Ooh,
the
that
people
one's a
that
bit
don't eat meat, this
Yes.
is perfect.
It's such a
Perfect,
great
perfect,
option
perfect.
for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me just turn this and see if it's ready.
Beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous. Look at that.
Oh, I love that.
Stunning,
Okay, and then
stunning.
that is the end result. You did say you want to taste it, chef, so I'm going to give
Yes.
you the honors. There's either a tzatziki dip, there's a hummus dip, there's
Okay.
a pita. Please try it and let
Are
us
we-
know.
are we tasting
what
together?
You think. You go ahead. I'm going
Okay,
to see.
okay.
I'm going to see how
Are
well
you guys
we did.
ready?
3, 2. Oh, I heard that crunch. Yep, when you got the dance going, then you definitely know we're in for a good time. I love that. Oh, I absolutely am into it. As we said, expressoshow.com is exactly where you find this goodness. And I really hope that you'll make it for your meat-free Monday. If you do, please send us pictures. We want to be involved in your recipe making and development. For now, though, we're going to take the quickest break and be back. And so much more goodness lies for you on the other side of this. Well done, chef.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Feel Good fam. Thank you for spending your beautiful Monday morning with us. Now we've got to get into talking about sports and something that I feel I could actually get into, and that is cycling. Only because it's more than just a mode of transport. It is a lifestyle. It is a sport in some cases, a powerful tool for change in others. And at the heart of this movement is in Khayelitsha is Culture Cycles, rather, a bike shop that's doing far more than selling just bicycles. Now founded by Sindile Mavundla, otherwise known as Sins, Culture Cycles is creating opportunities, building a thriving cycling culture in the township communities and empowering the next generation of riders. Now with the Cape Town Cycle Tour just around the corner, yes, this is a reminder to you, we're joined by Sindile and members of the Culture Cycling Academy to talk about the power of two wheels and the incredible community programs and also how they're preparing for the big race. Welcome, guys. So good to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
First of all, this is a beautiful bike.
Indeed.
Can I just say that? The color is great. I don't know too much about bikes, but if I were to get one, since
Definitely.
this is the one for me.
And the color is just perfect.
The color's too good. But let's talk about the inspiration that went into forming Culture Cycles and what that's all about. Where did it begin, the thought to its fruition today? Tell me more about that.
No, definitely. Thank you for that. I mean, once again, thank you for the welcome. It's so nice to be here all the time. Cycling has always been part of my family, part of my life. At the age of 5, really starting to ride bikes, going to see friends. But I've always wanted to get other people on bikes as well. At my street, I was the only kid with the bike. So you can imagine, you have no one to ride with.
Right.
But early in the age, I knew that if I can actually lend my bike to someone, I can rent it out and I can actually make money out of that. And the love of just wanting to sell bikes and seeing the joy and the love and the smiles people actually get when they're on the bike, I knew that I wanted to spread that all across. So we then founded the bike shop in Khayelitsha. We have 2 bike stores. And fast tracking now, we have an amazing academy that really focuses on empowering girls on and off the bike. And it's been such a great one to have our team, and we launched the team in 2022, and we did our first cycle tour then.
Crazy.
And we're gearing up for this one now coming up, so it's going to be exciting.
Listen, I'm excited for you, but before we delve into the cyclist, I have to ask you a little bit more about the initiatives Learn to Cycle, and then you also have Bike to School. I mean, when you look at the community around you, how do you feel these have impacted those to get into cycling and also to see it as a tool for change?
No, definitely. I think also if majority of our people are spending almost over 40% of their income on transportation.
Sure.
And I think for us, it was, as Culture Cycles, it was how can we bring affordable quality bicycles into Khayelitsha? And instead of, you know, people using taxis just to go for about 11 kilometers, they can actually ride a bike. And if you can be able to unlock just about 50 Rand, 100 Rand, instead of actually using that towards a taxi fare, a person can actually use that money to save and use it for something else. But also we realized very early on that children walking to school, they arrive at school very tired, not eager to learn. They don't have a lot of time to do sports after school, which is something that we really on about. And we provided bicycles at a school called Tembelihla High School, which Sese comes from. And we got about 2,000 bicycles into that school. And all the learners in that school, they arrive at school ready to learn. They are, you know, lightened up. And that's basically the purpose. But the bike bus is growing. And also we have other bike buses, which is basically, I must say, so a bike bus it doesn't have wheels. It's just a group of people cycling together. Because some people get it confused, thinking that it's an actual car. But it's been great to see the impact of what bicycles have created in the community of Khayelitsha.
And I love that you said that, because I want to come to you, Sese Mihle, just to talk a little bit more about what impact it's had on you and being part of the community. I mean, we're gearing up for something really exciting coming. So tell me more about your experience.
Okay, I'll start. Being part of the cycling industry is like a motivation for me, and at the same time it pushes me to actually be able to be a motivation to other females in the community, because some females are not able to ride bikes, but seeing another female riding a bike, it is like a drive for them to actually learn how to ride bikes.
Incredible. So quickly, can I come to you just to ask what this has been like for you?
It's a very great experience. Like to some other girls at Khayelitsha or some other townships, we're a really good example at them. And wish more girls could join this thing we're doing, because it's really fun.
I love that. Well, you are leading by example, and I'm sure you'll have many women behind you doing exactly that. And if anybody wants to get into it, you have the tools for them to do exactly this at Culture Cycles. I'm so excited about that. So for you, Expresso fam, whether you're a seasoned cyclist or you are just getting started, maybe it's just a thought in your mind that needs to be just nurtured, then Culture Cycles is definitely proving that bikes have the power to change lives, as you saw today. So be sure to check them out for expert advice, training programs, and all of your cycling needs, especially if you are gearing up for the Cape Town Cycle Tour that's happening very soon. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Carissa. That's super exciting. Look, we've been working with Khayelitsha Cycles over the past couple of years, and they continue to do just incredible things. But on the topic of cycling, we are heading into a bit of an exercise session this morning. Get the blood flowing, because we know the cycle tour is just around the corner. Maybe you're gearing up for that. And yes, time in the saddle is very, very important. But with that, you also need to do exercises that boost your strength, your flexibility, your stability, that will not only boost your power on the bike, but also will make sure that you recover a little bit quicker. So we're going to run you through a couple of exercises this morning. Maybe this is you. If you're not a cyclist, join in anyways, because it's just as fun. Marlon Lottering is here. He is a cyclist and also called the Spin Doctor, taking us through our paces. Marlon, how's it, my brother?
I'm good, and how are you?
Lekker, thank you.
Perfect.
We've got to just quickly address the surname.
Lottering.
Yes.
Marlon Lottering.
Marlon Lottering. Yeah. Okay, so cousin of...
Mark Lottering's my cousin.
Okay.
So his dad and my dad are brothers.
No ways.
Yes. I don't have any tickets. I don't have any tickets.
Just checking. You
no
probably,
tickets.
You probably get that a lot.
I do, yes.
Listen,
I do.
Don't you want to win some tickets, man, for the show?
That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Shame, dude. But let's roll on the bike for now.
Right.
Listen, like I said, time in the saddle, very important, you know, to get your feel of the bike and make sure that you're able to go the distance. But strength, flexibility, power in the legs also plays a massive role.
So that being said, so what I normally do is, so often, you know, not all the time you have to go on the bike. So I hit the gym.
Yeah.
So at the gym, you mostly work on your legs. So I would say call it a leg day. So if I can just give you some examples, before you start a race, before you start any workout, you need to do a warm up. So can I give you a demo of how you do the workout?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to do hands underneath your feet.
If I can get there.
And we just go roll up and down. As you can feel can feel that.
Yeah,
so you
the hammies are activating.
Yes, activating this. And then your second one, you hold down and you take your arms in here.
And just open up
and
the
open
flexors,
up, yes, there we go. You open up. And then your next sequence, hands, knees not over your toes.
Okay.
So you go with your one arm here.
Oh my God.
Stretching it out, so
Really
you're working the groin, yes. And then you go up. Let's give me 5 of that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you swap it over.
Dude, this is important for
Very
every
important,
day.
guys. So we go again, 5 of it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we get up. So you take your heels touching the butt. Heels touching the butt. Body straight. Body straight.
Got it.
And then you go into your seated position. Stretch it out. That's all before the race. Stretch it out, seated, seated. Stay with me, seated. And then we're swapping over. You go knee up.
Okay.
And then your heels touching the butt, your body straight. And then you go into your seated position. All the way down seated. Relax the facial muscles. And then you go legs slightly apart. Hands behind your back. So that's your warming up on the upper body. And then you go heels, one arm.
Just get the neck in there.
Here we go.
Shows you.
And
even
then
though you're
over.
focusing on your legs,
Yeah.
I mean, warming up the entire body.
Entire body, yes.
Very important.
And with the same arm behind the head. And then we're swapping over.
I mean, this is great, like I said, for anyone this morning. This should be a morning routine, dude.
And then with the same arm, the chest, and you twist in your body, face forward. And then you're swapping over. So our exercise you want to do for leg day. So you're going to go with me, right?
I'm with you, my friend. I'm with you all the
so
way.
Visualize you having your barbell.
Okay.
Go down into your squat. Remember, knees not over your toes. You go
Yes.
down into your squat. And we're going up. So you go 5 of that. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So with that being said, so when you do endurance, you do a lot of, so endurance you do called squat.
Yeah.
So you do squats and you do lunges.
The lunges.
Lunges, so the lunges are like railway lines.
All right.
Legs slightly apart, and you go forward, go back.
Nice.
Forward and back, forward and back. So that is your lunges.
That's it.
And then you're going to do for power when you climb those hills.
Yes.
You've got to do your squats and your deadlifts. So you go into your squats again. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you do your deadlifts also. So you remember your posture is very important. So you've got to
Yes.
hold your back, do not slouch. So you hold your posture and you go your deadlifts. And you go up, down again.
Squeeze the back in.
Yes, and up you go.
Nice.
There you go. That is what you do when you do for power.
Yeah.
So I always tell my friends that, when you cycle, it's not just about cycling outdoors all the time. It's about doing exercise in the gym.
Exactly.
So it's also when you don't do your exercise in the gym, your legs become weaker.
Exactly.
People always think that we're doing cycling every day like no one's business, whereas you hit the gym is very important
Yeah.
also.
It's because you're able
So you
to
have-
also work on activating different types of muscles that cycling might not touch on.
Exactly.
You see, I know that it's a full body workout, but the final muscles with the squats and the deadlifts, that's why it's so important to incorporate strength training. Whatever sport you are doing, I mean, I was a swimmer, I was still in the gym, not only time in the pool. Cycling, time in the saddle, very important, yet you have to build the strength in the legs. But a great routine. Thank you very much, Marlon, for
Thank you so much.
just sorting out the morning for us, man. Like I said, everyone should be doing these type of stretches because we don't spend enough time on flexibility. It is
That's
what
correct.
it is.
Thank you so
Marlon,
much.
Thank you
for having me here.
Such a
Appreciate
pleasure,
it.
man, and all the best in your endeavors. There we have it. So a nice little exercise session to just get the blood flowing, get the muscles nice and loose, and now you're set up for a proper, successful week. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see you just now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome as we say goodbye to the first hour of the day and we embrace the next 2 hours we have with you. They call her crazy, but I think she is the best she has ever been. Mila Smith is going to be joining us in just a moment. Cannot wait for new music from this young superstar, but right now it is 7 o'clock, which means time to get back into those news duties.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's get started with your national news headlines first, where the National Health Department has announced a contingency plan to mitigate the impact of US-funded HIV/AIDS project disruptions following President Donald Trump's temporary halt of aid to South Africa. Now, the plan aims to provide eligible HIV patients with a 6-month supply of ARVs, reducing clinic visits to twice a year. Mia Milan, chief editor at Bekisisa Center for Health Journalism, explained that many US aid-funded organizations have closed. Now, while Center for Disease Control and Prevention funded projects resumed through a court order, the restart is temporary, leaving NGOs dependent on US aid. Now, another national news, Minister of Electricity Kgosientsha Ramokgopa assured South Africans that the current load shedding is temporary and not permanent. Speaking in Pretoria after Eskom's announcement of load shedding due to power unit trips, he emphasized that the country should be out of this difficult situation by the end of the week. Ramokgopa explained that Eskom lost 3,000 megawatts on Saturday, leading to stage 3 load shedding, which escalated to stage 6 due to another incident. He attributed the issue to technical problems and expressed confidence in resolving it. And let's take a look at your international news headlines, where Germany's conservative bloc, led by Friedrich Merz, won the national election with 28.5% of the votes. Exit polls showed, putting him on track to be the next chancellor. The far-right Alternative for Germany secured a historic second-place win with 20%, while Chancellor Olaf Scholz's Social Democrats suffered their worst post-war result at 16.5%. The Greens garnered 12%. Coalition talks will be complex as Merz seeks allies in a divided political landscape, which could leave Scholz in a caretaker role for months, potentially delaying economic recovery measures. Meanwhile, Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi announced plans to launch a unity government amid rising domestic pressure over his handling of the Rwanda-backed M23 rebels in eastern provinces. The rebels' capture of strategic regions and mineral deposits has sparked fears of a wider conflict. Now, Tshisekedi urged unity within his ruling coalition, emphasizing the need to stand together. His spokesperson, Tina Salama, confirmed the formation of a national unity government and changes in leadership. Meanwhile, the UN Secretary Council called for an immediate ceasefire from M23 and Rwanda withdrawal from DRC territory. And finally, David Fisher, famed as the rope warrior for his gravity-defying jump roping, never expected his skills to turn life-saving until a frozen lake demanded a hero. When a teenager crashed through the ice chasing his dog, Fisher grabbed his double Dutch ropes and sprinted into action. Tossing one rope to shore for his son Felix, he flung the other toward the struggling boy, who grasped it just in time. Though the ice collapsed again, a second attempt, belly crawling to safety, succeeded. Honored with a Life-Saving Citizen Award, Fisher reflected, "Like Indiana Jones and the whip, I always imagined a rope could save the day. This time it wasn't aliens he defeated, but the icy grip of disaster." Feel-good story to end off your 7 o'clock news. We hope that also continues. In the world of sports, here's your latest with Graham.
It is all heating up in the Premier League and none hotter than Liverpool. Right now, they tightened their grip on the Premier League title race with a 2-0 victory over Manchester City. It was the Premier game of the weekend. And Mohamed Salah, the Premier striker of the season, stepped up, scoring the opener. And then, of course, assisting Dominic Szoboszlai as Arne Slot's side now move 11 points clear with 64 points from their 27 matches. Liverpool leading Arsenal, while City's fading title hopes now leave them in 4th in a Champions League league battle at least. Now let's turn to cricket, and Virat Kohli stepped up his unbeaten 100, guiding India to a 6-wicket win over Pakistan, chasing 242 with 45 balls to spare. So the victory now moves India closer to the semi-finals with 2 wins under the belt. All defending champions Pakistan, they remained winless and now have to rely on other results to keep their hopes alive. Let's turn to international rugby, and many are saying he is the best player on the planet, and he certainly underlined that yesterday over the weekend. Captain Antoine Dupont inspired France to a dominant 73-24 win over Italy, scoring twice as Les Bleus ran in 11 tries in Rome. Leo Bar also bagged a brace, while Thomas Ramos, he added 8 conversions. And elsewhere, Ireland defeated Wales 27-18 in a bloody, bruising affair. Tough one there. Then England had a luck on their side, edging out Scotland 16-15, also in a very tense encounter. Now, another moment in history for one particular young player in tennis, as Russian 17-year-old Mira Andreeva. She became the youngest ever WTA 1000 champion, defeating Clara Tauson 7-6, 6-1 in the Dubai final. So Andreeva's stunning run included wins over 3 Grand Slam champions en route, including Iga Swiatek, the dominant player on the planet. And then the triumph also secures her now a top 10 debut, with the rising star set to climb to world number 9 in the rankings. And I would suggest watching that space, because I think she's only just gotten started. And that's where we leave our sporting highlights for now. We'll touch on them again at 8 o'clock. There is traffic on the roads. In fact, South Africa feels a bit crazy this morning. Let's get the latest on the road.
Thank you so much, Graham, for sure. Seems like the roads are waking up. A couple of reports that you need to be aware of. Starting off in Tshwane in Gauteng, back-to-back traffic at the moment is being experienced, and that's on the N4 westbound between Proefplaas Interchange and Watermeyer Street. Please adhere to the rules of the road if you are in the area and allow for some added travel time this morning for your commute. Then in Brakpan, there's a stationary vehicle, and that's on the R21 northbound at Voortrekker Road. The left lane is affected, but no delays are expected, so please just drive with care and keep an eye open in the area. And over in Cape Town, minor delays are expected for motorists using the M5 northbound, and that's at the N2 inbound ramp. You can please just maintain a safe following distance when you are in that area and stay alert while driving. Be safe. We'll bring you another update just after 8 o'clock. Right now, let's get into weather. Some weather news first and foremost. The South African Weather Service aviation website is back online after a cyber attack was restored on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Weather Service has warned of severe thunderstorms in Limpopo and northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal and windy conditions between Lambert's Bay and Cape Point today. Then extremely high fire danger conditions persist over the northern parts of the Northern Cape. And in the Western Cape, SANParks has deployed over 50 ground crews and air support as well to support a fire that's currently breaking out in Table Mountain National Park, and also urging hikers to avoid the area. We saw the glow this morning on the mountain. Good luck to our firefighters. They make us proud every single day, that's for sure. Before we get into your temperatures, your sunrise view of the hour. This one was sent in by Isaiah from Mannenberg. Thank you, Isaiah. 25 degrees maximum you can expect. But I mean, look at that. The pink hues, the blue sky. What a morning wake up. Looks stunning. Thank you very much, Isaiah. That's definitely worthy of enjoying a cup of coffee and just taking a moment for sure. Please share your morning views with us. Continue to do so. You can do so on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863. And with that, here's your temperatures.
those last little tabs there. It's a scorcher. Stay indoors for the next 3 hours. In fact, join the conversation. We started a conversation with you guys this morning, being inspired by young sporting stars, as we do, well, just young talent on a Monday. We absolutely love it. But looking at sports specifically, there is something magical that happens in those younger years.
And we put the question out there, sports really has the power to change lives. So growing up, if you can throw your mind back to that, or even currently, which sport helped you stay on track? Not only that, it also made you feel part of something bigger than yourself. I am so curious as to our Expresso
I
fans'
love the way
comments,
we frame this. Kudos to
never
our
did.
social media team, because this is such a great angle to
Yeah.
look at sports. So let's see. You can see how excited I am just about sports in general. But Robinson Matthias saying, good morning, Expresso team. I loved sprint, 200 meter, 400 meter. That was my favorite in sports.
Lovely.
You must be a beast. I mean, I can just remember throwing up in my mouth after doing a 400 meters. And then you were the only person who could finish the 400. So like, okay, no, you're
Go
doing
again,
it next.
go
I'm like, no.
Well, Claudia Steenberg says, good morning, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Claudia. I was into athletics. That's like a well-rounded, can kind of do
This is
everything kind of
you're playing for your team, but it's still all on you as the individual. I like that. Mark Gavin addressing us as well. Good morning. Right back at you. For me, definitely cycling, the discipline, the passion, the competitiveness. With best time of 2 hours, 42 minutes, 1991, completed at 250K. Okay, Ewan did say brag a little bit, and he's doing it. 8 hours, 35 minutes, position 58. So this is a remarkable sport for youngsters to find their hidden talent. And it's the kind of discipline that you can keep going and get better at throughout your entire life. I love that.
Wow,
Nice, Mark. Man.
Thank you so much for getting in touch with that. And yes, you absolutely deserve all the medals and bragging rights, because that is incredible. And speaking about people that are incredible, we have somebody in studio that I want you to get to know a little bit more.
We do. Mila Smith is here. Here she is, and she's got a brand new single out on musical talent for the day. Mila, lucky to see you, man. Welcome to your
having me. I'm
show.
excited. I'm excited.
Just linking on to that post, sport, did it ever feature in your life?
It did.
Yeah?
I was captain of my high school soccer team.
No way.
I'm guilty.
Nice.
Guilty.
No, that's nothing to be guilty about. That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Did you say it changed you, transformed you?
I think so, yes. Okay, did we lose sometimes? Sure. But it was, okay, was the under-19 team compiled of grade 7s to matrics? Yes, but it doesn't matter.
Fact remains, you were captain.
Exactly, I was.
Which is amazing. Well, then, listen, it's so good to have you. We're looking forward to hearing your story and for you to perform for us. So I know it's early, but at least you look awake, which is good. It's a blessing this morning. We're also going to go into the kitchen with the Hats and Shade chef this morning, because she's making something truly amazing. Look at that, a baked bean potato bake thing. It looks stunning, but it's a good recipe on a budget, but it's going to sort you out during this week. We'll show you all the details after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And when I say feel good, I mean that with all my heart, because right now we're getting ready to vibe out with the soulful sounds of Mila Smith. She is a Salmon-nominated singer-songwriter and an actress, a triple threat, if you will, and taking the music scene by absolute storm with her recent single. It's called Strangers. Now, before we get into knowing the woman behind the music, let's have a quick listen to this.
Promise me I'll see you later. Promise you won't be a stranger. Promise me I'll see you later. Oh, oh.
Beautiful. Let's give her a feel good welcome. Pew, pew, pew. Yes, the crowd goes wild for you, Mila Smith. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Goodness, we are not strangers.
It's true.
We're getting to know each other a little bit more as we
are.
move. But let's introduce you to the Expresso fam in case people don't know you, and talk a little bit about your musical journey in particular. And starting with the single, it's a really nice way to kind of introduce you to them.
Absolutely.
So tell me a bit more about the single and if it's based on real life experiences.
So Stranger is a song all about long distance friendship or long distance relationship, because I based it on the saying that I usually hear at the airport, like, I promise you won't be a stranger. Is it based on real life experiences? Kind of. I think that's the joy of like songwriting, because it can be a bit of both.
Yeah.
Do I have someone that's in LA, as I refer to in the song, that I'm longing for?
Tell us
No.
now. No?
No, that's a lie. I'm a liar. However, I still relate to the feelings of like you're missing someone that's just out of reach. And that's what the song's about.
I love that. Not Mila being a liar and a fake. If you know her music, you'll get that. It's another single that she released not too long ago. But I do want to talk a little bit more about the themes that your music touches on. I mean, you're pretty young, if we're being honest, and you touch on things like love and vulnerability. So do you only draw from your experience, or do you kind of look around and draw from people that are a bit more mature than you or have different life paths than you?
I think it's a bit of both, because you're able to shapeshift when you write. Like either you're writing from your own experiences, or you've heard a story and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
I'll use that. But I mean, mainly I just find songwriting is such a great way to just express your emotions. It's like my own personal diary entry, which is always what I love.
I love that. Dear Diary, we're getting to know Mila so much better.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about genres. I would say some of your music is quite genre bending. I mean, you don't stick particularly to one theme or one genre. So tell me a bit more about it, from pop to pop punk to new age type sounds. How do you go about choosing it when you write your music?
That's such a good question. I love experimenting and playing around, because oftentimes, like when I make music, the objective isn't, oh, get on the charts or do this. It's like, what do I want to try out today? And so with Lies and Fakes, that I decided to do a pop-up track. With Nice Guy, that was very pop-punk, and that just happened in the studio. And now Strangers, like the palate cleanser, the chill type song.
Yeah.
We wonder where to go from here.
Oh, tell us more,
Who
2025.
knows? I don't
What is
know.
this looking like for you, 2025?
I think I would love to just consistently release a lot of music. I've got a lot waiting in my back pocket that I just want to share. And ever since releasing Stranger, I'm now more motivated to get it out into the world. So that's a lot more live performances. And also, if anybody knows anyone that needs writing for film score, TV score, I'm your girl.
Oh, I love
I would love to write for a film or TV score, or do vocals for it, so that's a goal.
All in one.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out. You never know who's
manifest your
listening.
life, baby. I absolutely love that. Let's chat a bit about your debut EP. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
It was called You Need Therapy, because maybe you do need therapy. And it was also nominated for a summer for Best Pop Album in 2024. I mean, what did that feel like? Who was the first person you called and told?
Oh my goodness, no, you don't understand. I learned this happened in a parking lot.
What?
Okay, I was coming out of the waterfront and I checked my phone, and then at first I thought, I'm being scammed.
Right, that's a
so
joke.
you had to I had to check like verified sources, and then I saw that I was nominated for Best Pop Album. First person I called is my mom, obviously.
My
She's here
goodness.
today as well.
Yeah, shout out, moms.
Hey, Mom. But it was just, it's so validating to get that recognition. Did I win? No. Do I care? No.
Yes.
Because it was just like the nomination was great, and also getting to go to the Summers was
incredible.
Wild. It was
Yeah.
absolutely wild. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that a nod that you're doing the right thing anyway? It kind of tells you you're aligned. You're definitely headed where you need to be headed. I mean, you're fresh in the industry. You've got a lifetime ahead of you. Where do you sort of see yourself developing and moving if you can project the next couple of years?
I mean, I just would love my music to reach as many people as possible. I'd like it to find the audience that really resonates with it.
Right.
And also, yeah, the focus is just more live performances, more opportunities to collaborate with people, and yeah, just more music overall.
Oh, I love that. Well, speaking about music, I have to ask you. I'm going to have to ask you this. If you could choose between writing or performing, which one would it be?
Yo, that's tough.
It's a tough one.
That's really tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at this stage, I would choose... wait, hold on. Am I performing my own music that I've written in the past?
Yes.
Then yes, performing.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I love this, but I
Yes.
love the fact that you could do both and acting as well. Are we exploring that more this year?
Absolutely. I mean, I always did drama all through school and loved it, but recently got the chance to like flex the movie muscles a bit. And I love it. Like, it's just a different form of creative expression. So now I'm doing acting lessons every Tuesday.
Wow.
Shout out Bonnie Rodini, my acting coach.
I love
and it's just been, yeah, it's been amazing.
Mila, the limit doesn't exist. You are such an example of it. And we can't wait to get into your live performances in just a bit. I mean, we are spoiled this morning. It's a Monday, and there's no Blue Monday if Mila's got anything to do with it. Thank you, girlie.
Thanks.
Yeah, no Blue Mondays around at all. Stick around for Mila's performance in just a minute. But for now, let me help you start your Monday off on a good note. You can start your Monday by playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot today for your chance to win very big. I mean, I'm talking about a big payday. You can buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# if you want to enter via USSD. All those details are on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check them out. So make sure you play Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot today, and you could win big. Make sure. Play now. Panda, Pusher, play, and do so responsibly. All right, moment has arrived. Mila is here, and like Carissa said, genre bending is on the forefront right now. Here she is with one of the most popular songs. Stick around.
Hi, my name is Mila Smith. I'm a 20-year-old singer-songwriter, and this is my pop-punk song, Nice Guy.
You call me crazy, you're mistaken. I'm the best I've ever been, so calculated. I'm dangerous, use your words to cut my skin. You'll pay the price, feel it in my bones. Soak in your lies, boy, you're all alone. You call me crazy, you're mistaken. I'm the best I've ever been. And those butterflies don't want it back.
for Mila. Come on now. She's not going to go anywhere. That was a great start. Thank you very much, Mila. Another performance heading your way in just a little bit. All right, we're going to take a very quick break, so go recharge whatever you're drinking at the moment. And when we come back, we've got a great recipe lined up for you. Chakalaka and beans baked potato by Faith and Gwenya. She's here. Oh, man, it sounds absolutely delicious. You can't go wrong with a good old potato. And then we're going to play a game. Put my fellow colleagues to the test with a game of Pictionary at the movies. All of that heading your way after the break.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt, name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Brace yourself. Do whatever you got to do because we are charging through our morning. It's been a blast so far. But now we really do have to roll up our sleeves and get stuck in and dive into another episode of Handy Heroes.
Oh, I love that. Now, the pros out at Build It Otaniqua in George are ready to share their DIY tips and painting hacks just to make sure that your next project is effortless and also tons of fun. So let's have a look.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Build It Otaniqua in the Western Cape.
We are a proud Build It store that stocks Plascon, and we are fully tinting and stocking the whole range. Making us proud in this store, serving the customers with Plascon, is that ultimately the customer has the experience that we have the solution for every problem, and that eventually they can come back and back after years so that we can supply them. We believe we're the best paint hardware supplier in George due to our unique service approach. Our pricing, our experience and our stocking of Plascon is the best in George, and we give the customer honest advice every single day.
What I like about Plascon and Plascon brand is it's a strong brand. It's a very strong name. Everyone knows Plascon. I mean, even before I got into the paint industry, I knew what Plascon was. I really like the quality of the product as well. It's just all out good quality, good product. My favorite Plascon product is Plascon Velvoglow. It is oil-based and has a built-in primer. That's why I love the product. So you don't have to get a wood primer, a universal undercoat to put on top of it. All you have to do is just paint it straight onto the substrate or straight onto the surface, and it leaves an awesome finish. My DIY tip that I could give is definitely measure twice, cut once. Always need to make sure, and trust me, you will make mistakes. So yeah, measure twice, cut once.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
Some nice little DIY tips there for you right now. We are DIYing in the kitchen. So make sure you join us right now in the kitchen as Chef Faith shows us how to take a very simple baked potato to the next level. And I'm talking next level. This is going to be good. She's whipping up loaded chakalaka and beans baked potatoes, which is a hearty, flavor-packed dish that's crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, perfect for quick and easy weeknight meals. And I know that sounds like absolute magic to your ears. Chef Faith.
Yes.
You look good. It's good to have you in the kitchen.
Thank you.
Yeah, are you well?
I am good. I'm so excited about this recipe, only because it's another one that is quick and easy.
You know what? That's the thing.
Very
I mean,
quick.
our weeks are so rushed.
Yes.
You know, and you don't want to spend hours.
No.
We know this. And this is quick. It's healthy. It's tasty as well.
Yes.
So let's go for it.
Let's start. So what we're going to do is, so our potatoes, right,
Yeah.
we've cooked it already.
They done.
They're done, okay?
Okay.
But we're going to take you through the process,
They're
okay?
not going to be done if you go and buy them.
No.
So then you have to sort them out first.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is, if you're at home, you're just going to take your tray.
Okay.
You spray it.
Yep.
Or you can use olive oil,
All right.
right?
Do you
And
have a bit
then-
of non-stickness?
Yes, and then you add your potatoes and you season. You make sure that no one wants a bare tasting potato.
bland potato.
Sorry, it doesn't make sense.
No.
So what you're gonna do is you place it in the oven. Make sure your oven is on 200 degrees,
Okay.
right? Now, this is our potatoes.
How
that
long
are-
does it take?
20 to 30 minutes.
20 to 30
Make
minutes,
sure that
just
it's 30
checking.
minutes because
Okay.
then you want it to be cooked very well, right? So-
Righto, but you also don't want it falling apart, right? You want to
No,
make sure, okay,
no.
because we are dealing with a baked potato here.
Yes.
Also, stick around. There's a nice competition for you that I'll fill you in just a bit. All right,
Okay, so what we're gonna do is first thing is first, right?
Yes.
We're gonna start this side.
this side. Okay, I see we've got some borscht.
Yes, we do. So we have our leftover wors. You can
Okay.
use basically anything. You can have your mince. It depends on what you like in your potato,
Yeah,
what
but
your stuffing is.
Luckily, the entire South Africa bride yesterday afternoon, you know, so there's definitely leftovers because that's what we do on a Sunday. Okay,
Yeah.
so we got our leftover borscht. So
Yes.
I've got a pan heating for you here already.
Heat your pan. Then we're gonna add our chakalaka,
Ooh,
right?
I've got
So
ooh, this koo chakalaka is actually amazing.
love it. It
All
has
right.
all the flavors. Can you
Yes,
smell it already?
please.
Yes.
The minute it hits that heat.
And then you can add your beans as well.
That's it, some fiber.
Yes.
All right.
And then you can add your leftover wors.
Okay, just
Yeah,
like that.
It's quick, it's easy, delicious,
This
fun.
is what I love.
Yes,
This
quick
is
meals.
what I love. Quick meal, okay.
meals. So while
Because-
you're doing that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut our potatoes, right? So look at that. Look at how
Ooh, look at that. Okay, fantastic.
fluffy, delicious. So now we're gonna just cut that open, right? Because
You
we're
want to
gonna
give it
stuff.
like a little
Yes,
squeeze, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all that, add it in here.
Yeah. Ooh.
Stuffing.
Yes,
Stuffy,
please.
stuffy. Okay, so let me bring this to you.
This smells amazing because this is very quick. You basically just have to heat this through, right?
Basically.
Okay, let's grab that spoon over there, and then I think that might help us not
I'm
mess so
putting
much.
you to work. Like,
No, you are, definitely.
look at how good that looks already. That looks so delicious.
And I mean-
you can add like as much as you want.
I'm going to.
Yes.
As much as I can. I know we only have 2 potatoes here, but it's just for you and me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's
Okay,
all about
come.
us. Everyone
One more-
else,
one more vorshi?
Yebo.
There we go.
There we go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our cheese, right? Because we want it to be like cheesy, but also delicious.
What is a baked potato if it's not cheesy? I mean, come on.
Okay, so now we're gonna add our cheese there.
Right.
Right? And then what you do is, right, for the cheese to melt, you place this in the oven or your air fryer.
Okay, the air fryer is a great idea. Yeah.
You place that in the air fryer or oven, right? You add a bit of chives.
Because
I like,
you know,
I like,
it's,
I
you eat
like
with your
doing this thing
eyes.
like, you know, you're a chef. There we go. There we go.
Yes. So elegant. I
And
love it.
then
Little
what
bit of
you can
salt and
do
pepper
is
if
you
you
can,
want.
but not too much because remember there's all this
There's
salt.
a lot of flavor in here, so
yes.
that is just
So you don't
to
add too much,
taste.
just a bit, just not too much, right?
Yeah.
And then we have our potatoes.
There we go. And then once you stick it in the oven or the air fryer, it comes out looking like that masterpiece that we have there. I mean, this is hearty.
Yes.
It is tasty. It's flavorful.
Filling.
It's got all the proteins and the
Yes.
fibers that
Yes.
you need, and you are getting rid of leftover food that we don't throw away.
Exactly.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
Hey, this is great.
This
I
is
haven't had a
amazing.
baked potato, and I can't
And
remember how
so
long.
long. And this is, I like the fact that it's not boring.
Right.
You know, you play around with it and you add whatever you want.
Yeah, and I can tell you now, eat one of these, you're going to be set.
Oh, yes.
You're going to
For
be
the
full.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.5. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Or
Depends on
2.
your day.
Or a
Or
week.
maybe 2.
Yeah.
Faye, thank you very much. Great idea. I told you, weeknight dinners sorted, because this really is quick and easy. Just heat and eat, basically. All right. Maybe you have a potato that's done already. I don't know. Listen, don't go anywhere, because we still need you. Okay. But I did say that there's a nice competition for you. First and foremost, what you can do is you can get this recipe on our website, expressoshow.com. It's all there for you. Now, the competition is as follows. So you stand a chance to win weekly with Koo and Melloware. So you can show us what you created for your eating together moment using any 2 Koo products, and stand a chance to win one of 12 Melloware appliance sets. That includes an air fryer, frying pan, stick, blender, panini press, and grinders, to the value of 4,800 Rand. It is a fantastic prize and a great competition, simply by making some of your faves. So what you need to do, post a picture of your colorful plate on social media and tag Koo using the hashtag #ColorYourPlateWithKoo, and tag also at Koo Foods SA to enter. Don't forget to tune in and catch Color Your Plate with Koo Tuesdays at 7 o'clock on SABC2 for more inspiration. But all of those details from the competition will also be on our Expresso social media pages. Faith, again, you're a rock star.
Thank you. I know.
Are you ready? Woo!
This Tuesday on Color Your Plate with Koo.
I'm expecting a bit of a curveball today.
I'm nervous. Okay.
I'll take down all of the old geezers and show them who's boss.
It's all about quick and easy meals. I'm cooking from my heart.
This was a lot of pressure. Time is flying.
I'm emotional, sorry. We'll have none of that.
Nah,
I literally have no time.
That's Color Your Plate with Koo, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. only on SABC2.
Absolutely love the smells that are emanating from the kitchen. Stick around, more on the menu still to come. Then I think we are in the midst of a kind of renaissance for the big screen, and I love it. And if you're going to go there, go all in. Extreme cinema is what it's all about. We'll take you inside exactly what that means in a moment.
I love that. Well, speaking about movies, we're also going to be tested to see how well we know movies in a game of Pictionary. So I hope your drawing skills are good, and also your guessing skills and general knowledge, because in just a bit, Expresso fan, we're going to be in this together, and we'll guess through a game of movie trivia. We'll see you after this.
Good luck.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, if you're feeling a little down in the dumps, don't forget that love is still in the air. It's still February. Come on, let's raise the love stakes.
Please.
Okay, it's all about spending quality time with your loved ones, not just on that one day, but every day that you can. And that's with family and friends, and there's no better way to spend it than at the movies, at least now.
I would agree with that, yeah. Like you said earlier, I think there is a resurgence, a renaissance of what is happening at the big screen. And when it comes to experiencing the big screen, you want to do it with Scene Extreme. Now, we caught up with the head of technical at New Metro. His name is Johan, to find out what sets Extreme Experience apart from the rest. So let's find out what he had to say.
Basically what we have in Scene Extreme is IMAX capabilities and better. This screen currently that we have in Canal Walk is the biggest one we do have. It's a 21 meter wide, about 11.2 meters high. It's curved for better observation within the picture. It's a silver screen that helps with reflection of the laser projector as well as 3D. And then one of our biggest things in the Scene Extremes is that we have what they call the Fox seat. With a big screen, big sound, you need a little bit of comfort. So if you push back around about 13 to 14 degrees, you can sit down and relax, watch the big screen, experience the sound, and become completely immersed in the Scene Extreme cinema. Welcome behind the scenes of New Metro Technical. What happens in the projection booth. This is our normal 2K 10,000 AC lumens 10S projector. This is your Do-Re-Mi server. This is what plays back the movie through the projector. Sound processor. All our cinemas is equipped with the latest Dolby 750 sound processors. All amplifiers below that is your channels.
Your brother brought us in to find you. After you let Rose go.
Tell my brother to back off.
This little spider monkey ninja got hopped. Ay, what the?
Rose? Hey, Mom.
Okay, now that I showed you the standard cinema 2K type of things, I will show you the beast that sits behind the Scene Extreme. First of all, this is not your standard 7.1 audio. This is Atmos, multiple channel, big amplifiers, all digital. So superior sound in Scene Extreme. Then we get to the projector. Laser, biggest one in Southern Africa, crystal clear picture. And that's what we have for the ultimate experience. Immersive audio, immersive picture in 3D, Scene Extreme. That's the best one to go with.
We didn't mean to unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known. But we're gonna fix it.
So how do we pull that off?
The ultimate experience in Scene Extreme is the following. You have the best picture possible. The colors, the clarity, the resolution, contrast, everything is there for you. And what adds to that is then your atmospheric audio. That forms a dome in the cinema of audio. That means if you get scared for creaking noise or whatever in the left-hand back corner, this replicates that. And that is what the editor or the producer of the movie wanted you to be completely immersed in your audio. And that's what the Scene Extreme does. It puts you right in the middle of that picture. You become part of the characters, of the action, or the drama. So for 2 hours, that's a total experience and escape of our normal lives. And that's what you experience in Scene Extreme.
You want me? Come and get me!
I love myself a good action flick, especially at a scene like that, man. Come on now. So there we have it. Definitely an experience that you want to experience if you haven't yet. But now that we've got the perfect experience picked out, it really is time now for a good old game of, we love this one, Pictionary. Yes, the game where you'll be themed around the latest releases, hitting the Scene Extreme this week, and that's what we're facilitating right now, or rather I am. So how it works, our two contestants on this side will have to pick up movie title out of a little bowl right here, and then with 30 seconds on the clock, they will need to draw the pictures related to the movie, and the other person has to then guess what movie it is, okay? And whoever gets the most correct wins some movie tickets.
Oh, really?
Are you guys keen for
Wow,
that?
you should have started with that.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm just going to start with a disclaimer, okay? Tell me you have a daughter without telling me you have a daughter. You can see my blue painted nail there. I managed to get most of it off, but not all. Your nails look great.
I thought it was some DIY.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go with your answer, in fact. I'm going to go with your answer. Okay. But hopefully that's inspired my creativity
Who's
this
going
morning.
first?
All right.
Do you want to pick first?
I'll go first.
All right, good, because we all know Graham's drawing skills.
Oh,
Great,
interesting.
look at that.
Hey, listen, man, for like months, I was drawing pictures of my kids' little
Don't look
sandwich
yet.
wrappers
Don't
at
look
school.
yet.
He didn't even see them. He wasn't able to discern that they were actually pictures, you know?
Okay, 30 seconds. Are you ready?
What the heck?
Are you ready?
Well, that doesn't fill me with confidence.
Give it to me. Thank you. You ready? You got it?
Ready, okay.
And here we go. Time starts now.
Can I watch her while she's drawing?
Ooh,
I'm gonna
I
do it
actually watched
anyway.
this movie not too long ago. It was great.
Oh, wow. Air Force One. Top Gun.
Nope.
Snakes on a plane.
Gosh, how do I do this? Can I draw the first letter of everything? Do you know what I mean? For the second
No,
word.
no,
look.
I saw the
I'm gonna
first
try.
part there, but
Did
it
you?
doesn't actually help me because...
Okay, it's the first
Okay.
letter.
10.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
well, I know
Nine,
that there's a flight
8,
involved.
7,
Flight
6,
rabbit. Flight
5,
Easter.
4,
Easter rabbit.
3, 2, 1. Stop
flight
the
plan.
time. Stop. What is... I
Okay.
wouldn't even get that.
You got the flight right.
Yeah.
And
Flight
then this
risk.
is...
Whoa, what?
That was just a guess. How does that...
It's igloo. R-I-S, snake,
You were
K,
spelling
kite.
it out for me. I was trying to combine a storyline with a rabbit and a cage. Wow, I like that.
That's...
Well done. You got it.
You have a more abstract brain than me, which
No,
is
for
saying
sure.
a lot. Can we
My
have a little
goodness.
look-see?
Yeah. So,
have a look.
Flight Risk. Listen, great movie. Check this out. Mark Wahlberg, like you haven't seen him before.
Oh, he's a bit nasty in this, yeah?
Tell me how to fly this thing, or we will die out here.
Right, and this is proper. This is new, eh?
Y'all need a
What is his hair?
Right?
Oh,
It's a
man, I quite
fantastic
li-
movie.
I like him in
It was
that
almost
role, like that kind of bad.
We watched it. My wife was like, I don't know if I can watch him like this.
Oh, really?
He's so good.
Yeah.
He's really, really
Okay,
good in
well,
that
that's
role.
being added
Flight
to the
Risk.
list.
Check it out. Okay,
I
buddy.
love your flow, girl. I
Yeah.
think that
Thank you.
is...
She's
You got it.
My
That's all that
map on
matters.
another level.
She's excited for Easter, man. That's for sure.
You
I
really
basically went
am.
through
One
anything
only.
that you could attach to the word flight. Okay.
Ooh.
Not looking.
Ho, ho, ho.
Pass it here.
All right.
Let's see. Okay.
Ooh.
This is what we're dealing with, people.
Okay.
Can you see it? Trying to hide it. Okay. Come, buddy.
Can
Time
I stop?
starts now. Go. Ooh, look at you. Okay.
Okay.
He does
Star of
even takes the
David.
time to do some coloring.
Okay, I
got
know
big
him.
muscles.
Anthony McKee.
Okay.
Captain America.
Oh!
Yes.
Before the time is up, Captain America, it is.
Do you like his muscles?
Wow.
He's got muscles. Those look like
Nice.
boils.
He works out, yo. He works out.
Wow.
Well done. That was good. That was
All right,
really
that
good.
was
Well
great.
done.
A point each. Okay,
Well
let's have a
done.
look at Captain America.
There are memories that will never leave us.
I like you very much, just as you are.
But sometimes
America.
those memories.
No, but wait, we haven't seen the scene yet. He's gonna.
So,
I was just waiting for Captain
Apologies,
America to.
ladies and gentlemen. That was Bridget Jones.
Never seen
Definitely not Captain America. This is Captain America.
As Captain.
Do we have it?
The world is on the brink of war.
You want me? Come and get me!
Got some sunburn. Wow. Okay,
That's
Captain
amazing.
America.
Never seen Harrison
Alright.
Ford looking like
Dude.
that before. Hey, Red Hulk.
Oh, I need to watch that.
And he's not good. He is not good.
I'm craving a good
not good?
superhero movie, man. I really am.
Oh,
Okay.
not a good guy.
There's two left, so choose wisely.
Oopsie. Okay,
Okay, well, you
I might
chose.
as well.
Yeah.
Don't look, Graham.
I'm not. I'm
Don't
trying as
cheat.
hard as I can. You don't understand.
What the heck?
Let's see what
Okay.
we're dealing with here.
Okay.
Graham, just look away. I
It's
just
easy
want to
enough to
show.
draw.
Ooh.
Okay.
Thank you. Not looking.
Okay, count me in.
Let's see.
I'm ready.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I've got it.
It's a dog, Snoopy.
Yeah.
Oh, Snoopy. Look at you.
Hey, that's cute.
Wow. This is going to be interesting.
And then
Okay, we've got 20 seconds left.
A dog and a monster, the moon.
not a monster.
It's,
It's a beard.
It's his owner. It's Father Christmas has a dog. It's
It's like your stick figure 8.
oh, I like the T-shirt.
No.
It's great that he's got that on. He's sad and he has a dog.
no, that's not his.
It's
that's
a
his
moustache and he has a. I don't know, man.
Time's up.
What is
Time's up.
this? What is this?
Can
Graham.
anyone else shout the answer
What
out?
is it?
It's a person with
But
a
what?
beard.
What is this?
What is it though?
It's a person.
What person?
What does he identify as?
Well, I don't
A
think we're going to give
man.
you this round. So,
Man and a dog. Dog man.
yes, you
We
got it.
watched this yesterday. You don't
How
understand.
do you not get that?
You don't understand.
beard.
Okay, of course, he had a beard, so I should have known. I didn't put 2 and 1,000
All right,
together.
let's
and
have a look at Dogman quickly.
What if we sew the dog's head onto the man's body?
Great idea! So if somebody breaks out your favorite chew toy and waves it around, you look at the monitors. And if somebody just happens to have an Eastern gray squirrel, you look at the monitor.
That is cool. I haven't
very
seen it
cute.
yet.
Very, very, very
Okay,
cute.
quick, buddy. We have one more to go.
Okay.
Okay, Carissa, no cheating.
No cheating.
Have you got it? Okay, let's have a look
How
here.
do you even?
Okay, well,
Oh.
I don't know what to say, really, but
Okay.
yeah. And your time starts now.
Go.
Okay.
Time starts
I don't even
now.
know. So I'm going to do, it's just a,
Yeah, this is a tough one, though.
What is that?
okay, it's
a
Okay, it's a B.
okay, but by your definition, it would need to have one of
Okay,
those.
it's a man.
It's a man, but
Okay.
it's not a.
A snowman.
It's not a big man.
It's a little man.
And it's
Okay.
It's a small man.
Come on, 20 seconds. Let's go. It's a caterpillar. No, I'm sorry.
It's
I
a
just-
There
small
is
man.
no way of being able to draw this out
Come
in
on,
Pictionary. I'm
try.
sorry.
I'm going to count you down. 10,
Okay,
8,
well,
7, 6, 5, 4,
she is
3,
thinking
2,
about that.
1.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, wait, I do know.
You'll be
I
able to
do
figure
know,
this
yeah.
out. I'm
Okay, what
telling
is
you.
it?
Thinking about the boy.
Whoa,
Yes.
Say it. I know.
It's Bridget Jones.
I know, but I had to
just
use
watched
words
it.
as much as I used
Okay.
the picture. But that, I mean, surely you can understand when you take a look at that.
Please.
I mean, what? I mean, if there we go.
No.
It's a baby boy, okay?
Baby boy. He was not a
Oh,
baby
so it's
boy.
supposed
He
to be
was
a
of
baby.
age.
But when you look at their age difference, okay. But
Okay,
yes, it was
let's have a look at the brand new Bridget Jones.
In life, there are memories that will never leave us.
I like you very much. Just as you are.
But sometimes, those memories are suddenly
Bridget.
all we're left with. It's time to live.
Sure. Look, that's Bridget Jones. It's
So what do? Do you draw a bridge?
Yeah, a
then
bridge,
do
and
you
then an
draw
it.
it, so the clown for
That's
it?
a lot of drawing.
Then a whip for Indiana Jones. I don't know.
Diary.
And how sad was that movie? It was
Oh,
funny, but
dude.
it was heartbreaking.
It
sad
was,
as
it's
well,
very
eh?
different to the previous Bridget
Yeah.
Jones, but I absolutely loved it because
enjoyed
it rounds off entirely. So I'm not going to say anything. We'll leave that to JP. But fantastic movie choices out there, and there's something in it for
Yeah,
you
I
as
agree.
well. New Metro has everything you need to create those special memories this February. February is not done yet. The cherry on top, when you watch any movie in VIP or Extreme this month, you stand a chance to win a 2,000 Rand hamper from Net Florist. Come on, that's very special. So what you need to do is simply share your ticket on social media and tag at New Metro along with hashtag New Metro Love to enter. You can also visit newmetro.co.za for more info. T's and C's apply. Definitely a great competition there to celebrate and round off the month of love. Well done, guys.
Would
I
you
will
have
give
got-
you movie
would you
tickets
have gotten
anyways.
that? Would have been too close to the bone.
It was.
R.I.P. Mr. Darcy.
Oh, I would have guessed Pride and Prejudice.
You see, I'm sorry. Okay, now spoiler alert.
Anything,
Spoiler alert.
just leave
Don't
it.
say a word.
All right, let's take a quick break to just calm down for a second. All right, we'll see you just now. Stay there.
What is that? Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. So yes, we have moved past our creative phase, and we're going to hand over to the real creatives now. Having Mila Smith in studio when she's got new music is always big news.
Absolutely, and we've been gearing up for this one in particular. It's her latest single. It has been on high rotation on Good Hope FM. I'm just saying, it's absolutely incredible. It's called Stranger.
Get ready to groove. Yeah. It's nice.
This is my song, Stranger, so promise you won't be a stranger.
How's LA, the city that you chose to move to? Are the roads as bad as they say? How's the house? Are you friendly with your neighbors? Do you talk or do you stay away? I've been waiting hours, minutes, you've crossed oceans, tell me about it. We've grown up, kids no longer, absence makes the heart grow fonder, yeah. Promise me I'll see you later, promise you won't be a stranger, promise me I'll see you later. Oh, oh, oh. Promise me I'll see you later. Promise you won't be a stranger. Promise me I'll see you later. Oh, oh, oh. Saw your mom. She said that you're really lucky. She said you're lucky to have me around. Ha-ha. She's always been right on the money. She suspects that we'll settle down. Ha-ha. I've been waiting Promise you won't be a stranger.
Yes.
Give it up for Mila Smith live on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Man, what a performance, Mila. You are a superstar. Thanks for joining us this morning. She is going to be performing a little bit later as well. So stick around for one more performance on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Right now, time is 8 o'clock. Let's quickly take a last look at your major news stories making the rounds. Starting with your national news, the Department of Water and Sanitation, Ngeni Utukela Water and eThekwini Metro are urging the public to use water sparingly as eThekwini faces disruptions. Now, Minister Pemi Majudina held an urgent meeting with eThekwini Mayor Cyril Kaba and other officials. Now, the root cause is a rising demand for treated water compounded by population growth and leaks, depleting reservoirs faster than they can refill. Now, this impacts high-lying areas which suffer from low water pressure as a result. Public cooperation is needed to reduce consumption and mitigate further disruptions. And the National Health Department has announced a contingency plan to mitigate the impact of US-funded HIV and AIDS project disruptions following President Donald Trump's temporary halt of aid to South Africa. Now, the plan aims to provide eligible HIV patients with a 6-month supply of ARVs, reducing clinic visits to twice a year. Mia Malan, chief editor at the Bekisisa Center for Health Journalism, explained that many US aid-funded organizations have closed, while Center for Disease Control and Prevention funded projects resumed through a court order. The restart is temporary, leaving NGOs dependent on US aid. Making international news headlines, flash floods in Botswana have claimed the lives of 7 people, including 3 children, and displaced thousands after days of heavy rain. President Duma Boko announced that schools were temporarily closed and roads blocked following over a week of heavy downpours. More than 1,700 people were evacuated from affected areas. In Gaborone, the overflowing local dam washed away cars and flooded properties. Disaster officials noted poor drainage in urban areas contributed to water buildup. Boko emphasized the need for infrastructure planning to better withstand both floods and droughts. And Germany's conservative bloc, led by Friedrich Merz, won the national election with 28.5% of the vote, exit polls showed, putting him on track to be the next chancellor. Now, the far-right alternative for Germany secured a historic second place with 20%, while Chancellor Olaf Scholz's Social Democrats suffered their worst post-war result at 16.5%. Now, the Greens garnered 12% coalition talks. It will be complex as Merz seeks allies in the divided political landscape, which could leave Scholz in a caretaker role for months, potentially delaying economic recovery measures. And we'll finish off with a story closer to home. South Africa's mega lekker escape left Australian and New Zealand visitors in absolute awe as they explored the country's breathtaking landscapes and hidden gems. Now, from thrilling game drives at Rhino Ridge, where rhinos roam freely, to the unforgettable crunch of a leopard devouring its prey, every moment was pure magic. Now, the journey ended in grand style at the Palace of the Lost City in Sun City, showcasing South Africa's world-class hospitality. Now, South African Tourism's Daryl Erasmus highlighted the event's goal, revealing South Africa's diversity beyond iconic destinations. Now, as the nation gears up to host the G20 summit, this adventure proved there's simply no place on earth like South Africa. That's where we leave your news headlines for your Monday morning. Right now, let's take a last look at your sports.
Well, yes, our feet are firmly planted on beautiful South African soil. Let's take you a little further afield for our sporting lineup and start in England, where Liverpool tightened their grip on the Premier League title race with a 2-0 victory over Man City in our Premier game of the weekend. Mohamed Salah scoring the opener and then assisting Dominic Szoboszlai as Arne Slot's side move 11 points clear at the top. So with 64 points from their 27 matches, Liverpool leading Arsenal, while City's fading title hopes now leave them in 4th in a Champions League battle to boot. Going to be an interesting one to watch. Now let's turn to cricket, and Virat Kohli, the man of the moment, his unbeaten 100 guided India to a 6-wicket win over Pakistan, chasing 242 with 45 balls left to spare. So the victory moves India closer to the semi-finals with 2 wins now under the belt, while defending champions Pakistan, they remain winless and now rely on other results to keep their hopes alive. Now we're still on an international window when it comes to rugby, and the man of the moment again stepped up. Captain Antoine Dupont inspired France to a dominant 73-24 win over Italy over the weekend, scoring twice as Les Bleus ran in 11 tries in Rome. Leo Barr also bagged a brace, while Thomas Ramos, he added 8 conversions. And elsewhere, Ireland defeated Wales 27-18 in a bloody war. That one was a tough one. And then England just edged out Scotland 16-15 in a tense encounter as well. Now on to a moment in history, and a massive moment for Russian tennis superstar, 17-year-old Mira Andreeva. She became the youngest ever WTA 1000 champion, defeating Clara Tauson 7-6, 6-1 in the Dubai final. So Andreeva's stunning run included wins over 3 Grand Slam champions on the way, including Iga Swiatek. And the triumph also secures her now a top 10 debut, with the rising star set to climb to world number 9 in the rankings. As I always say, watch that space. She is only getting started. And that's where we leave our sport for this Monday morning. Let's get a catch up on the roads.
Thank you, Gray. Let's have a final look at what is happening on your roads. And we get started in KZN, in Mhlanga, where there's been an accident on the N2 southbound after Mhlanga interchange. The right lane is obstructed, resulting in heavy delays. So stick to the left-hand side of the road if you are making use of the affected route. In Pretoria and Gauteng, traffic is slow moving along the N1 northbound between Atterbury Road and Linwood Road. So do allow for added travel time to accommodate the expected delays. And we end off in Cape Town, out in Bellville, where there are delays that are expected as a result of an accident on the N1 inbound after Old Oak Road. Now, the right lane is closed, and wherever you are headed out this Monday morning, please do stay safe. That's where we leave your roads. Let's have a final look at what's happening in your weather. The South African Weather Service aviation website is back online after a cyber attack was restored on Saturday. Now, meanwhile, the Weather Service has warned of severe thunderstorms in Limpopo and northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal, as well as windy conditions between Lambert's Bay and Cape Point. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions persist over the northern Cape. In the Western Cape, SANParks has deployed over 50 ground crews and air support to tackle fire in Table Mountain National Park, urging hikers to avoid the area. Send out our love and strength to all the firefighters fighting that good fight this morning. And for now, let's head into your sunrise view of the hour. And from the eastern London, this was sent from Delish and looks absolutely delicious. I had to do it, Delish. I'm sorry. It is beautiful. 27 degrees is what you can expect today. And with a sunrise view like that, you know that this Monday is going to definitely put a smile on your face. Loving the colors coming together to just remind all of us that, yes, a good omen is on the way. We've just got to stay open. Well, that is where we leave your weather for this Monday morning. Let's check in with your temperatures for the final time.
Faith and Grenier is not done yet.
No.
We are going to create something beautiful. It definitely is a winner when it's a one-pot wonder.
Yes.
And we have got lemon and thyme and chicken. Perfect perfect combo. Can't wait to cook this up.
Do have lemon and thyme.
We do. And
How does it
well,
really
we've got
sound
very little
good?
time, so we better
1
hop
hour,
on it.
just under. So we still need to get into entertainment news. I mean, if the entertainment box has not already been filled, plenty more is still coming your way.
Yeah, man. Speaking about entertainment, we have a comedian with us this morning, Tubeko Timba, and he brings his debut show to Expresso, well, to the Baxter, but first here, so we can chat about it. But this man has taken a rather interesting journey to get to where he is on stage doing a comedy show. So we're going to unpack his story in just a bit, get ready to laugh. We'll see you after the break and get hungry as well, because you know, we got a lot.
That was amazing.
DJ!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso right here on S3. That's Carissa, basically, on the screen, yes. But
let's
I
be honest, she is far better to look at than
no,
us.
for sure. I'm not arguing that at all.
Ventriloquy moment. That was hilarious.
Are we going to be shocked today? Are we going to be blown away? Are we
Yeah.
going to be happy? How are we feeling about our
I think all
entertainment
of the
news
above.
today?
Get ready for a roller coaster of emotions because we get started with maybe some sad news, some news that some people anticipated, others were caught by surprise, and it's all around JP Dwomini. I recently found out he's originally from Strandfontein, so I was like, shout out to my home area. But him and his wife have called it quits. They are currently separated. People kind of noticed that they were posting less pictures together, less content together, and were asking questions. I think there's something to be said about being a public relationship and then the public wanting to know every step of the way. So they came forth and just said, yeah, from now we're amicable, things are fine, but we're separating.
Presumably they get a playbook on how to do this, and I know them both very well, so I'm going to reserve comment on or judgment in that space and just say, give them a breath, please. Just give them a moment to be able to sort their stuff out. I don't think there's a big story behind this. If there is anything, it's a nuanced, emotional, and probably quite heartbreaking. So let them go through their process before we want all of the meat and two veg. So, but yeah, it's good that they've actually come to that point and made it actually a thing.
They've decided separate ways. They've also asked for privacy in this time, to your point, and I hope that we can respect that and just allow them to unpack and figure it out. It's not something that you wish upon anybody, so I know that these things do take a while to transition into. All right, another chapter that's closed is Muvhango. I know.
It's been a roller coaster, eh?
Yeah, so end of last year, they said that was the last, and then they gave it one more shot. Bear in mind, 1997 was the first time Muvhango came on our screens. The first Chivenda show that really celebrated a culture and tradition that...
And it grew so quickly. I mean, it was knocking around against like the generations of the world, and it's, you know, to prove your value in that space was always going to be massive, and it's a loss. It really is a loss, but hopefully it's more an indication of an evolution. We're moving into a new phase, but yeah, that's quite sad.
It is sad. I mean, that's so many years of us growing up with our favorite characters on screen. They moved from 1 episode a week to 5 episodes a week, so we really were in there with the storyline, you know? But they said the contract will not be renewed beyond the 31st of July. SABC has confirmed this. And so, yeah, we hope that omnibuses will still be apparent. Maybe we'll still get to see some throwback episodes, but as for new, fresh ones, they've called it.
Stop putting pressure on SABC Plus. Just start dropping little hints there. I think they will answer our call. I think so.
Yeah, well, let's talk about a feel-good story, moving from some bad news to some better news.
Please.
Let's get into Steve Sekano, who's really been doing so well, former soccer star, as we know. And he's just decided, you know what, I want to give back to the space that raised me. And I absolutely love this. He's donated school uniforms to over 50 underprivileged children at Ipola King Primary School out in Soweto. So
that's cool.
You know when you see a gap and you decide, yes.
But here's the thing. I once read an article where he was saying that when he first started playing for Pirates, he was earning literally nothing. He lived off the donations.
Wow.
And this was a very different era in South African football, so please don't go after Pirates because I'm saying this, and I haven't gone and fact-checked these, but this comes from a quote from him where he literally lived off the charity and the generosity of others, so he felt like this was always his responsibility to continue in that vein. But kudos, man, not many do it.
This is the thing.
So that is amazing.
And it's so good to pay it forward once you've made it. I mean, you always talk about a life of purpose, and I think that's the point, right? It's not just being a soccer star, but also about supporting and uplifting those around.
Absolutely, but you can also clearly see, you know, to drive somebody to do something like that, it just shows that how much that space has meant to that particular individual as well. So I'm glad he's using that platform, man, and bringing some smiles.
Yes, good on you, Steve. We love to see it. Look at that picture over there.
Very
All right,
cool.
let's get into some really good news. I told you it was a roller coaster of emotions. We started here, we climbed to the top, and this one is all about Winnie Harlow. Do you guys know Winnie Harlow?
No.
She is a model and very well known because she's got vitiligo and she has made it onto all of the runways across the globe. She recently got engaged. There she is showing off her ring to NBA star Kyle Kuzma, and it was a beautiful proposal out in Turks and Caicos Islands. And she said they'd been there before, and she said, this is the place that I would love my man to go down on one knee. So he had planned it, he had built up to this moment, and it was just a really lovely moment, intimate one too, between them. You can see she was taken by surprise.
You must have had to play the game beforehand because there would have been clues. There would have been signs. So she must have had an inkling of what was going to go down. So he must have taken her on a short left before. That's cool, man. I love big moments of love and positive energy like that. That's
And being able to celebrate it with your loved ones and your family is really the point. They're all like, yes, finally, we are here. They flew out in a private plane and just enjoyed themselves again in a private villa. And there were fireworks, there was a dinner party, and of course their friends and family was all around. Look at that.
Sure, that is special.
Isn't that so special?
That is the thing about these particular moments.
Yeah.
Even though you might feel or know that it's on the way, the moment it happens,
exactly.
It's as if you didn't know.
Yeah,
it's special, man.
Because you never know how you're going to respond in the moment.
But listen, that is one hectic.
Well, thank you for
ruining. Very high.
Yeah, thank you for ruining marriage proposals for the rest of everybody forever. We appreciate that, man. That is
congratulations to Winnie and her man. We can't wait to see the wedding. I mean, that was the proposal. Can you imagine the lengths he will take just to make sure the special day is definitely on par? Well, that's it for your interview.
It was nice.
It was great. Well done.
A little bit sad, a little bit hopeful, a little bit inspirational.
Ended off on a good note.
Exactly. Absolutely love that.
Thank you very much. Yes, so on that note, we also want you to feel as happy as those lovely couples that we just saw now, because it's lotto time right now. It is Monday, and it's your chance to play daily lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot today for your chance to win big. That's definitely going to put a smile on my
I feel like our little roller coaster just got to the top of its hill and it's about to go down now. If you want a ride on that roller coaster, you've got to get your ticket, man. You've got to buy it in-store, nationallottery.co.za, online. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking platform. You can dial *120, *7529# for USSD. Just do it. Man.
Absolutely. And we made it easy. All of the details are on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check them out. Make sure you play daily lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot today. And hey, man, you could win big. Play now. Panda, push up, play.
I love that. There's definitely nothing funny about the lotto, let me tell you, but we reserve the laughs for our special guest that is coming into studio in just a bit, because we have got Ntobeko Ximba, who's in the building, and I can't wait to literally cry with laughter, because you know how it goes. You know how it goes already.
She will cry with laughter. If there was a laughter to be had, then Faith and Gwenny is here. We are whipping up a beautiful, it looks like the most exquisite and very easy lemon and thyme chicken dish. It's a one-pot wonder. It's already smelling amazing, and you can cook along in just a moment. We'll see you now.
Yum.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let me get right into this, because Cape Town's comedy scene is just buzzing right now. And it's got one of its rising stars stepping into the spotlight with his debut one-man show. It's called Paranoid. Ntobeko Ximba has spent years making audiences laugh with his sharp wit and also what I love most, his fresh perspective. And now he's taking center stage at the Baxter Theatre. It's this week, the 27th of Feb, all the way to the 1st of March. But before he brings the laughs to the Baxter, of course, he's here with us to chat about the show Paranoid. It's his journey from the ad world to stand-up comedy. And that's exactly why the show's name is what it is. But we'll get into a little bit more details, because I want to let the man speak for himself.
Ntobeko, it's good to have you, my brother. Welcome. Give him a round of applause, then, gentlemen. Can I just say, you bring a sense of chill to the studio this morning. You're so relaxed, my friend. For somebody that's about to embark on his debut show, and very, very chilled. But what a journey that you've walked to get where you are today. I mean, I'm seeing here from art director to writer to creative director, and then stepping into comedy. But I got to ask, has it been the dream to be on stage, to be a comedian, or did you just take the scenic route to get where you are today?
Well, I mean, the short answer is creativity has always been the goal, you know, and I'm still doing that. That's, you know, it's always about creativity. What I bring to stand-up comedy is similar to what I bring to creative direction. It's just making sure there's creative excellence and making people laugh. I think comedy is like magic. You get on stage, you're talking, and people get happy.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's a superpower. I love to wield it.
So were you the guy in the office that made sure everyone had a good day and chat and like laugh and whatnot? Were you that guy?
No, I didn't make sure everyone had a good day. I made sure I had a good day.
All right. You got to start with
important.
you. I get it.
I was the one pointing out.
Okay.
No, I love this. Comedy is really difficult, I would say, to make people laugh. It's so subjective.
Yeah.
And so when you get on a stage and you hear roaring laughter, it's like, oh my gosh, okay, I got this. So let's talk about your show that's coming up. At first I was like, paranoid, paranoid. What exactly is it? Break it down for us. What went into this title?
Well, the title's called Paranoid because it comes from Ipara, you know what I mean? I grew up like in a township called South Africa, so I kind of talk about, I'm a para because we grew up with these paras in South Africa. I don't know if you know what a para is.
Tell us.
Well, in the States, they call them crackheads. In Cape Town, I think they call them tukop. In Camps Bay, they call them bros. Basically, para is a word that we use in South Africa for people who are addicted to the wrong drugs, unfortunately. So,
oh, because they are, right.
well, I mean, don't say that on TV.
You started the convo.
Okay, so I think what people want to know is when we come and see Paranoid, what are we going to see? I mean, what's the show like? What are we going to take away from the show, man?
Well, what you're going to see in the show is it's a story about being a South African. You know, I'm talking about growing up. I'm talking about the school that I went to. I guess to kind of paraphrase this paragraph, it's, you know, there's a lot of talking about the paradox of South Africa. I'm talking about, you know, the paralysis of paracetamol.
Living in this paradox.
Exactly. You know, the paradigm shift of language. I'm talking about buffaloes parading their pee all over the place. You have to come to see, and hopefully, you know, through all of that, you know, we can get through kind of the pain and it doesn't make us all paranoid, you know?
I like that because we need to get through it together holding hands, right? That's the only way.
Yeah.
Let's talk about comedy and also your background in advertising. I wonder how this sort of comes together from the ad world to the major stages in the country. I mean, do you ever look back and draw from your experience in the ad space?
No, of course. I think it's really about creative excellence. You know, being a creative director, you kind of are making sure that the creativity is of a level, you know, the standard. And I bring that same energy into stand-up comedy. You know, I've got a director, Andy Colombo, making sure that, you know, I'm doing my homework, I'm practiced, I'm writing, my wit is sharp, and, you know, I'm confident on stage because I've done the background work. That's how I can make people happy because I'm comfortable, you know?
Right,
Well,
you're prepared.
Yeah.
It looks like you found your niche, my friend, and that's, I think that's partly why you are just so chilled. You've got such a lekker personality. But I got to ask you, always what I find fascinating, especially with comedians, you know, they speak about everyday issues, they speak about people's lives. You guys are constantly observing and taking in. So I got to ask you, man, what we do here in South Africa that you feel is just completely ridiculous?
Wow, okay, I'll say this. Are you familiar with baby showers? I know, Carissa, you will be.
I've got kids, yeah.
Yeah, because guys, I think sometimes you can go their whole lives having never been to a single baby shower, so they don't know what happens in there.
Okay.
And I just want to let people know that, you know, first of all, babies don't shower, okay? What happens is your friends make a mistake, all right? And then they invite you over to their place to then come pay for the mistake.
Wait.
And then obviously you look through the catalog and you know, you get a gift, you go over to their place like a good Christian, you know, to go judge them. And I'm an excellent Christian.
Well, listen, that perspective is crazy. Not the mistake.
I did not see that coming
I
at
didn't
all.
see that coming.
Wow.
I've been to my fair share of baby showers. That is hilarious. And now going forward, I'll know exactly what I'm getting myself into. But we've got a bit of an up sound for you just to give you a taste of what this man's about.
I'm scared to be a father because I know I'm going to be the type of father who, like, the first time they pick up their child, is going to pick up their child and hold it to the light. And you know what that means. You know what's coming next. Wait, did you guys try and sing with me? Why? You don't even know the words. Because most people, like, oh gosh, I'm sorry. You guys are getting me upset. Most people, there are actual lyrics to that song, guys. It's not just African noises, okay? Not what I heard now, like, Mandela, Simene, no. Let me help you guys out, okay? A lot of people, because I'm Zulu, a lot of people think it means, here comes the line. But what it actually means is, We are Disney, and we have come to gentrify this whole area. Everywhere the light touches belongs to us. Your whole African dream belongs to us.
Educational. Thank you very much.
I love
Dude, that's awesome. I got to ask you, how are you feeling ahead
No,
of
I'm feeling amazing. You know, in that clip, I said Disney, but I meant to say Paramount. Is what I'm. But yeah, I'm feeling great.
Okay, I got you. I like this, but I love this. You feeling excited? You feeling good?
I can't wait. I can't wait for opening night. It's yeah, it's looking to be like quite a full house. It's going to be super fun. So make sure you get your tickets if you haven't already.
Right,
Awesome,
27th to the 1st of March.
Yeah, that's
Where can
amazing.
people get tickets?
Web tickets. Yeah, you can follow me on social media on Instagram. You can find links there, or go to the Baxter website, Baxter Theatre. Yeah.
Perfect.
What a legend. It was so good to meet you, my friend. I know we're going to see a lot more of you, and all the best for your debut run. Like I said, if you love sharp, original comedy, then this is the place to be. Don't miss Paranoid at the Baxter Theatre from the 27th of February up until the 1st of March. Get your tickets, web tickets. That's where it is at. We all need a little bit of a laugh, and here's a guy to do it.
Now that the belly is full of laughs, let's fill it with some food. And Chef Faith has another must-try dish, and it's super easy. This one-pan creamy lemon and thyme chicken is packed with fresh flavors and a beautiful, luxurious sauce, making it perfect, quick, and a beautiful, cozy meal. We love you because you understand our simplicity. So I'm going to swap places because we've got a very hot pan here that I'm assuming is going to be needed very soon. But this is a great flavor combo. Thyme and chicken, great. Like sage, thyme, chicken, for me, absolute great bedfellows. But the thyme and the lemon, there's something special about that.
Together, magic. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start by seasoning our chicken. Make sure that it's dry.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so we're gonna add some
That's the
salt.
first little chef tip there. When you season, make sure your chicken is dry.
Okay, so we're just gonna add our salt and pepper, right? And then we're gonna add our garlic powder. This is all for flavor,
I
right?
love it, and it means the juices that are coming off this chicken, they get infused with that garlic powder. I mean, it's amazing how often we use a garlic powder in a multitude of recipes now for this value. It's brilliant. And if you think of all of the flavor you're going to get out of the fats in these pieces of chicken, I love the cuts that we're using. You've got the fat from the skin, but these are very flavorful cuts of meat. I love that. Just let it create its own sauce.
Yes. So now what we're gonna do, right? Once you season it, right, you make sure that your pan is hot. Right? So we're gonna sear our chicken. So this process is called searing. So what it means is that you're trying to get like your skin to be extra crispy.
For sure.
Right?
Release
so that's
the
what
flavor.
I'm gonna do right now. Shirley, let me just do
And this seems to apply. I mean, obviously we know with red meats that is vitally important. That's searing in, browning that meat. And we often don't think about that with chicken. You just kind of throw it in. And you don't think about really looking after the fats and the flavor that's in there.
And also, you always want your skin to be crispy all the time.
Completely.
So then this is what we do. So I'm gonna move aside, all right?
Okay.
While you,
I
let me
will
give you
mind
this.
the chicken. There we go.
So now, what we're gonna do, right? You leave that in there for 3 to 5 minutes, right, on each side until it's very crispy. And then we're gonna move it aside and place it on the side, but we don't clean the pan because we want all the flavors from the chicken.
You want to descale that out of there. I love that.
Yeah, so once we do that, then we're gonna obviously create our sauce now, right? So what we're gonna do is once we remove that, let's see what it looks like on the...
Coming there.
Almost there.
Oh, it's coming.
The
smells are a good indication.
Chicken.
Oh, it's such a good value meal. It's a very good, clean protein. It's got bucket loads of flavor. If you treat it properly, you can get so much out of it.
So much.
I completely agree with you there.
Okay, so then what we're gonna do is, right?
Oh, that's looking good.
We're gonna place it. We'll put it back. I just
We'll
wanna show you guys the process.
speed it up for the process of
yes,
TV.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put those guys down there.
Okay, just like that. Remember, 3 to 5 minutes on each
on the
side.
other side, but that's already browning off beautifully. So I think that is well on its way.
It already smells good.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Smells amazing.
Just give it back to me, my little pan. Well, I'm just thinking of every little bit that sticks to that pan is going to be flavor in our sauce. And I like the notion of, I don't want to burn your fingers there, I like the notion of continuity of flavor. So use one dish, use all the flavors that you're generating.
That's a pro tip, like always. Don't ever wash your pan. Make sure that whatever meat you're cooking, leave everything in there and just continue.
I love that.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our butter, right?
Beautiful.
And then we add our garlic. Thank you, sushi.
I'm learning from the best. Hopefully some of this will sink in and actually stay.
Can you already smell the garlic and the butter together?
That is
amazing.
Beautiful. I just don't want to burn our garlic, but that is lovely. And you're getting still the echoing of that, that chicken in there. Beautiful.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our stock, right? And make sure that you reduce your stove a bit. It's on. There we go. Because now it can't be too high because everything is going to burn too quick, right? Then we add our lemon juice.
Oh, and I love this because it is going to be quite rich. It is quite a fatty piece of chicken, so you want to be able to cut through that. The lemon is just going to slice its way through.
Then we add our lemon zest. This is a very lemony, delicious chicken.
I love it. It's fresh. It's going to lift you. I love the combo.
And this is your Dijon mustard.
Yes. I'm multifunctioning my little...
And then we add our thyme.
Oh, beautiful. Can I just put the sprigs in, just summer?
Go in. And then, once that you need to leave it for the sauce to thicken, right? Once that thickens, then you add your chicken. You add it in there 30 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes. Obviously, you'll still check if it's cooked properly.
And do you want to cook this low and slow once you've done the hard yards, once you've seared up your meat and you've got that flavor and you've got that crispy skin, then just let it have time to shine.
You don't rush it. Yes.
This seems like the perfect flavor combo, the thyme and the lemon for chicken. Can you play around with these any other proteins in this kind of space? Is this...
I prefer chicken with this recipe. For me, I feel like it works. It works.
Absolutely beautiful. And there's quite a lot going on here for quite a simple meal. You know, it kind of feels like a Saturday evening meal, not a Tuesday night, but this is Tuesday night.
Because you can just let it simmer, then you do whatever you're doing, then you come back in the kitchen.
It's super easy, not a huge amount of ingredients, and then you can just choose. If you want to have it straight as in, absolutely love that. If you want to introduce a side, what would you introduce as a side for this?
I would have this with you can have it with your rice.
Something that's going to soak up those flavors.
Yes, so you can, I love it with a proper basmati rice.
Oh, I'm thinking like a stiff pup, like a polenta type vibe or something like that.
That also.
I want something that starts out kind of firm and then just kind of dissolves as it soaks up all of that flavor. I know, you've made me unbelievably hungry this morning. This is one of those dishes where you're going to have to get stuck in and literally
and you just go
in.
Yes, because all the flavors are in there. Like, as you've seen, we've added so many ingredients, but delicious, tasty.
Layers to it. I love it. The creamy element.
Once this is done, after 30 minutes, 35 minutes, you add your cream, you pour, leave it for 5 minutes. Ta-da!
Because if you overcook the cream, will it separate? Is there a danger there?
You really can't. That's why I said also you need to make sure that your heat is very low.
We're just introducing the cream. We're not even cooking the cream. We're just introducing the cream to the dish.
You know, we're playing with you.
Have a little bit of a party here. I love this. It's very simple. Just a couple of processes to follow. Some beautiful chef tips coming through there. Make sure your chicken is dry when you spice it. Make sure you get a crisp on that skin and release those beautiful fats. And then just wait for your house to fill with this beautiful aroma. Absolutely
your neighbors
amazing.
Knocking.
Exactly. And I think your neighbors probably have a room in your house knowing the smells that'll be coming out of your kitchen. I love this. I love this for the midweek. Like I said, it feels like a very special Sunday afternoon even kind of a meal, but this is an everyday kind of meal because it's easy, it's cheap, and you can find it expressoshow.com. I'm going to introduce the chicken back in.
There we go.
Wow.
Delicious, my goodness.
We were just saying all of the recipes that Faith did for us this morning is mouth-watering already. Oh, goodness me.
From beginning to
that
end.
baked potato, please just don't eat it all, everyone. All right, just leave me some. All right, we're going to take a very quick break. We have a couple of minutes left in your company. When we come back, Mila Smith, our musical talent, she is still here today, and we're going to put her through a round of quick-fire questions just to get to know her just an extra little bit better.
I love that. Not only that, we're going to be spoiled with one more performance by Mila herself. So very much looking forward to all of that goodness that lies on the other side of this.
Only you can make It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you
Yeah.
beauties. We've done it all this morning. We've been entertained, we've laughed, we've spoken about entertainment, and now we are going to go a layer below. Mila Smith is here, and we need to play a game of quick-fire questions to find out exactly who she is, because there's no time to think of a witty answer, and you are very witty.
Thank you very much.
So we don't want to give you that time.
All we asking, if we are asking you the question, just say the first thing that pops
Okay.
into your head, and then you can explain.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Fair
so-
enough.
I have
Ready.
a feeling your brain works like this anyway,
Okay,
actually.
Let's do this.
Okay, you want to go?
I want to go.
Ooh.
Who inspires you the most and why?
My mom. She's here. No,
Okay.
basically just because she's encouraged me to follow my passion. Passion fuels purpose. So yeah.
And she's always here.
She is always here.
Can we give a round of applause for Mom?
Love you, Mama.
Come on, Mom. There she is. Well
She's
done, Mom.
running away from
She's
cameras
behind the
right
scenes
now,
and
running.
she's just making videos, so make sure you check the socials a little bit later on, then you know where it came from.
Absolutely.
Okay, next question. What's your favorite song you've ever written?
It's unreleased.
It's unreleased.
That's not the name of it, though.
Oh, it's not the name of it, isn't it?
I know, but it's unreleased.
Okay, fine. Let me just say "Shot Me Down." That's the name of the
Shot Me
song.
Down.
Oh my goodness, what
Did
genre
you just
could
say
that
too
be?
much?
Did I say too much?
Will
I
you
don't
launch
know.
it on our show only?
Ooh, I shall. When it's out, then I'm.
Okay, deal.
We've shaken on it
You must.
as it's written.
All right, Lucian says you've just booked your next slot. Sorted. Okay, you are here. You are here, girl.
Thanks.
Maybe a tough one. Music or acting?
Music.
Okay.
There was a 0.003 seconds of. Oh,
I'm quick.
But it's also not even followed up with an explanation, so,
It's just-
it is what it is.
Amen.
Okay. What's the most surreal moment you've experienced as an entertainer?
The Summers.
Ah.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, that was
very quick.
No, the Summers was insane just because the scale of it was bigger than I expected, and yeah, definitely one for the
and did you
memorabilia.
believe it, or was there imposter syndrome when you were in that moment?
Definitely believed it. I was like, why not just feel grateful for the opportunity and also know like you're here for a reason. You've earned it. So, yeah.
I like it.
Passion and purpose, baby. I
Yeah.
love that. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive,
Oi, oi, oi.
who would it be? Wow.
Adele.
Oh,
Adele.
wow.
Adele. I'm a fan of her. Listen,
Yeah.
her ballads really inspired my second single that I released, Reassemble Myself. And so she's like such a power vocalist. I'd
What would
love
you
to
sing
work
with
with
her?
A new song. We'd write it together.
Oh,
It'll
really?
be
Have
great.
you got a lyric or two in your head for that new
it's
song?
coming.
What
It's
would it
coming.
be?
Lowered my expectations for you and your promises. I don't know. Something deep.
Yeah.
Something deep. Something
Yeah.
sad.
Okay.
Wow, maybe Adele's watching right now.
Yeah,
She's all
Adele.
conflicted because now
Divorce,
she's written that
babes,
down. Divorce. No, she does look like the coolest human being as well. I love that
know.
answer.
Okay, here's one for you.
Okay.
Your go-to karaoke jam.
Stay by Rihanna.
Really? Can you sing
Yeah.
one?
Oh my word. Put me on the
Karaoke,
spot.
come.
Not really sure how to feel about it.
Nice.
Something in the way you move. I'll
Okay,
hear. The rest, just invite me around for karaoke,
Your friends
guys.
must hate doing karaoke with
It's
you.
true.
Does anyone come when you do karaoke? No,
I
you're just
have
alone.
I have to go to the Kai Cafe, which is this cafe in Loop Street. They do karaoke every first Thursday, and that's the only time that I get my opportunity.
There's a little
to do
Korean
karaoke.
barbecue down the strip from me as well. I'm often the only person in there, so maybe.
As you should, darling.
Although when I start, the place is normally full and then it gradually empties. Live music show or a 3-day festival?
Live music show. Absolutely. I will say I am not this. Please invite me to festivals. Don't not invite me. But I prefer in and out. You know, live performance and then you're out of there. Festivals, that's a longer commitment. I love my bed a lot. I've got the down pillows. It's a whole thing.
I kind of think you go to a festival, you never come back. A
Never
part of you
come
stays
back.
there.
And
hey?
I just don't know if I can do that.
Take your pillow with.
Amen.
Yeah, just like
and
an
I'll do that.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to throw you one quickly.
Okay, good.
In your mind, the most overrated song?
No.
No?
Dangerous.
Oh, I thought you were just going to go bleh, spit it out.
No,
But
I had to, okay, this is not the one that I think forefront because I'm not going to do that. I'll be your. Let's just say Shape of You, Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
That's like, it had its time. I'm so done with it.
Okay.
I'm like conflicted about that answer because it's true.
It is.
But you're like, but it's Ed
But it's Ed
Sheeran, man.
Sheeran.
It's Eddie.
No,
Come on.
no,
But
don't worry.
Okay, I'll take that, man. I'll take it. What is the one thing other than your mom that you can't live without?
Tea.
Tea.
Tea. Five Roses tea. And if anyone's listening, I would love to be sponsored because I buy so much Five Roses tea.
How much do you drink?
A lot. Well, I drink like 3 cups a day, which is not that
Someone's
much.
going to have to pay
I'm
for
5 cups in already.
It's, oh, wow.
You haven't said it once.
win.
You've said it about 5 times now. Someone's going to have to pay for that,
No, guys, I have my milk with a side of tea. I have very milky tea. It's very controversial. Fine. Lock me up.
We can be friends.
Okay, whatever.
No, man. What are you talking
But
about?
I love my tea. I need my tea. It's a
Have
need.
you been a closet tea drinker this whole time on
Just trying
Expresso?
to taper off from coffee.
Fair enough.
That's all. I mean, I would love to know if we tally up the amount of coffees that we drank since starting Expresso.
You passed units into literage. And then, you know, I get that.
One more, last one. Pop or rock and roll?
Pop.
Done.
Pop. I just
Really?
feel pop can cover so much of the genre. You can have a pop with a side of rock and roll. It's an umbrella.
But is that because you are able to rock out, though?
Amen.
'Cause
Yeah.
you do rock out.
I
Even
do
if you're
rock out.
doing a sad
Thank
song,
you.
you kind of rock
Yeah,
it
I'll
out.
do my little head bob. I'll feel it. I'll feel it. Hey guys, sing along. Yeah. But definitely, there's no one there. That's so sad.
I know, we wish we had a studio audience. I'm joking about having a live studio audience.
Am I right, guys?
Yeah, exactly. Someone's holding up the applause board. Come on, guys. I love that. You are amazing.
Thank
and we've
you
been
so
treated to a
much.
very emotional sound check.
It's true.
It's been difficult to kind of get our energy back up to this happy place every time we hear it, but it's beautiful. Give us just a little, from a creative process, a taste of what we're going to be hearing from you.
Well, so we'll be hearing my debut single, Lies and Fakes. And ironically, this song was like one of the happiest songs I'd written and released. However, anytime you put it to piano, it becomes more soulful and sad. But basically, it's just about those lies and fakes, dirty cheats of the world, and singing about them.
Who are you looking at right
I was
there?
about to say, were you like writing out a
I'm
personal
just
experience
saying, like
here?
someone from grade 8, you know who you are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And look at me now.
Look at me now, guys, on Expresso.
Oh, the
Take
shame.
that.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I gotta ask you, because the sound check that we heard, yes, it's very melodic, it's beautiful, it's going to set the tone. I think if you're having a stressed day, then this is the one song that you want to just listen to.
Yes.
But I mean, your piano skills, is this something that you've been honing?
Yes, I mean, it's so funny because I actually play music by ear. So when it comes to piano, I establish all these chords in my head, or I can hear how they should be played. I cannot read a note of music. So like I was asked what key the song is in, I can't tell you. But I've been playing keyboard since I was 8 years old, and yeah.
So, does someone follow you writing this stuff down for the future generations that are going to have to want to emulate what you are doing
they're gonna have
now?
to like take notes. I'll have my my personal assistant's right there.
You must feel this way when you sing
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
hit the key that is third from the left, not the white one, the black one.
I've taken to drawing sketches of the notes and just being like, here, take it. But now that we've got video, it's a lot easier. So I'll just show a video to my producer and voila.
And voila.
Yeah.
And then you ask your mom what's
Yes.
the story behind it, and she explains you
Exactly.
to
I've got another question for you.
No, please.
If I could say to you now, all right, here's an opportunity, buy yourself an international ticket to anywhere, where'd you go?
I would go to London.
Really?
I would go to London. I went to London in 2019 because my record label's based there, and I loved it. I mean, I came back to Cape Town, and I was like, wow, we're chill in Cape Town. London's like, people are crazy. No one smiles in the road.
be
what the
fainting
heck?
on the
I
tube,
know.
yeah.
Whoa, no one freaks an eye. But I really love just the. Also, London is very music central as well, so it felt, and it also seems a bit similar to home. I think if I had to go to America, I would be lost.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
but
different
it's
culture.
what about for chill?
For chill, Mauritius.
Righto.
There we go.
Tropical.
Would you have one foot in the UK and one foot here? Because there is appetite for this genre, the style, and the way you do pop now is hot right now.
Thank you.
Listen,
No.
we got you something.
Oh my word.
Carissa?
Please. What is it? Is it a job?
So one of the managing directors of a certain tea company. No.
Guys,
Look at
you
that.
shouldn't have
These are your 5
milky
roses.
tea.
Milky
Thank
tea.
you.
This is just to say thank you for, gonna from now on becoming our live studio performer.
Oh my
That's gonna take us into ad breaks and
It's great.
jingles and open the show and yeah.
Okay, how about you
Thanks,
take us to ad break and then you say, I'm coming up after this.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Yes, there's going to be an ad break now, but yeah, watch the ad. That's great. But what's more important is the performance that's coming after. Lies and Fakes, live on Expresso. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our studio audience loved that. Oh, they loved it.
Thank you, everybody.
No, sit down, everybody. Sit down, calm down.
Calm down.
Yeah.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties, for one last time. And I'm so glad that we are devoting the final little stanza of our show. That's another sports analogy.
I like that.
I like that.
Wow.
The fourth quarter is going to go to the incredible Mila Smith. And she was talking about Adele as being her perfect kind of collab. Who I think their natures, their characters would get on so well. So Adele, I hope you're watching right now, because this is the best of SA.
Oh my goodness, it really is. And it gets to be on the stage right here on Expresso. I can't wait for the song. You're going to enjoy it so
man,
much.
it's going to be great. So without any further ado, here is Mila Smith.
Hi, Adele. Hi, Adele. I hope you're well. Just to introduce my song, I'm Mila Smith. This is my song, Lies and Fakes, about the liars and the dirty little cheats of the world. So some of us are them, and some of us have been with them, and I apologize to you. And listen, not to put Expresso on the spot, but I feel that you guys are slightly lies and fakes because the Earl Grey tea was actually rooibos. But it's okay. It's okay. You're forgiven if you invite me back. This is Lies and Fakes.
Special, just an adjective used for me. And baby, I felt special. Thought that you'd never leave. Hashtag new bestie. So quick to message when I succeed. Things are quiet and then you leave. Who you trying to be? Who you trying to be? Further and further, nobody catches me. They said stay strong, but I'm feeling weak. Longing for someone to stand with me. Oh, but baby, can you see? I don't like lies, I don't like fakes. Act like they love you, but throw you away. Oh, I don't like lies, I don't like fakes. All you gotta do is pick up their mistakes. My heart is racing, and I don't wanna face it. No, no, yeah, my heart is aching. I thought this was permanent, now it's the end. Now things are quiet, I must leave. Don't come back when I succeed. It's who I'm trying to be. Who I'm trying to be. Further and further, nobody catches me. They said stay strong, but I'm feeling weak. Longing for someone to stand with me. Oh, but baby, can you see? I don't like liars, I don't like fakes. I like they love you, but throw you away. Oh, I don't like liars, I don't like fakes. All you gotta do is pick up their mistakes. Oh, I don't like liars, I don't like fakes. And like they love you, throw you away. I don't like liars, I don't like fakes. All you gotta do is pick up their mistakes. Should've known you were a snake. She was. Liars and fakes.
Come
on.
That was beautiful. I don't know who you were talking about.
Yeah.
Over there, okay.
Hi, Quincy and Ewan. What's
Oh,
up?
really?
I saw eye contact at some point. We are absolutely blown away by the creative well that we are tapping into this morning. So please, we are going to demand, because of that one cup of tea, just one more performance, please.
Wrong or not.
Fine, you put me on the spot. One more performance. What will I do? I have no idea. Oh, wait. let me do my unreleased song. This is Better, yeah. This song is called Better in the Spring. It was written in a pretty tough time, but it's all about giving you that extra bit of hope that it'll be better in the spring. You'll heal, you'll find that renewal somehow. So yeah, enjoy.
I'm the last one left here. I've become too familiar with these four walls, and I hate the paint color, but Mom says we can only renovate in the fall. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know it'll get worse before it gets better. What a scary thing. I know, I know, I know. It's a hard pill to swallow. So I'll wash it down and be born again. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the spring. Maybe I'll meet somebody. Is it naive to live on hope? And it'll feel so holy. To be loved is to be known. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know it'll get worse before it gets better. What a scary thing. I know, I know, I know. It's a hard pill to swallow. I'll wash it down and be born again. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the, and I'll find it on a deadbeat road, or in the static of a telephone, or a bar on the country bend. Each strange is a potential friend, and I'll feel it on the ocean breeze. I'll feel it when you look at me. I'll feel it right before it begins. Oh God, I miss the spring. Oh, it'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the spring. It'll be better in the, it'll be better in the it'll be better in the spring.
Another feel-good production.